so fast no one else could follow. It's long lost, sailed into the sunset. The only ship I want in the world. For the blues to get back to shine. Someone I dare say no more things to throw away. My ship is small, but it's still floating. Countless structures are big yellow. All sail guided through this maelstrom. I'll try, I'll bet on my fate having only one. The bruised ship of Captain Steel. It shines so much you could hardly see it. Now I am old, but somehow I'm happy. One day at last came up and I said, your ship is small and it's not painted. That kill is at the end of your rope. But still, it's the kind of ship I adore. Oh please, tell me, how could I get one of these? I told the brat that he really knows. The long lost, sailed into the sunset. The only ship I want in the world. Sailor for the blues to get back to shine. Someone I dare say no more things to throw away. My ship is small, but it's still floating. Countless structures are begging low. All sail guided through this maelstrom. I'll try, I'll bet on my faith having only one. The bruised ship of Captain Steel. It shines so much you could hardly see it. Now I am old, but somehow I'm happy. One day at last came up and said, your ship is small and it's not painted. That kill is at the end of your rope. But still, it's the kind of ship I adore. Oh, please, tell me, how could I get one of these? I told the brat that he really knows. The answer lies there within your heart. Set sail, oh boy, yes. You try, you bet on your life having only one.
Alright, I should probably actually move to the display showing the game. That would be good, wouldn't it? There we go, there we go. Yeah, I did get a bit ill. So yeah, if I sound a bit weird, it is because of my cold. I will try to tactically mute to avoid just coughing in your ear constantly. My boy J-Cube should be joining me shortly. He's actually in the middle of streaming, yeah. He's gonna join us on comms in a bit. I'll give him a backup Discord stream. Yeah, Justin's not playing this week. He's just been streaming today instead. Let's see if Champy knows to use the stream match room. 30318. You know what? Shout out? Yeah. Go for it. Let's hope I actually did input the right stream code. It wouldn't be Novice if I didn't fumble something, wouldn't it? That looks like it's right. Freygar's here. Champy's actually been entering a few of these, but we've not seen him on stream yet. He's managed to circumvent it. So, and I saw that. You see, I saw that, so I was like, I'm gonna put him on stream. Careful, Frigga is a nerd. You're gonna play your new main. Oh, all right. Now let's see. Got here intermission. I'll update the player names.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Champion versus Frigga.
On themselves, they blame the beasts. Heaven or hell.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was trying to remember who Frigga played. It's the JQ Braid. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in, Raiders. You don't have a J-Cube to watch in bracket this time, but you do have the J-Cube commentary, of which, since he's not in the room yet, I will give him the Discord stream. Tell me if audio levels are fine, by the way, because one thing about this cold is my hearing is really weird. My hearing is not very good right now. I mean, I'm not the best at hearing anyway, to be fair, but right now it's kind of bad. Frigga finding a way out on the brink of death. Oh, now, if anybody read the patch notes, I think that Jacko's 2D routes are being restored to her, or at least kind of fixed, so Jacko main's got quite a bit to look forward to. I think I remember seeing Shiny Gaze on Blue Sky, I think it was Blue Sky, posting like, yay, Jacko's better. I'm pretty I don't think I'm imagining that. I looked at a bit of Blue Sky before I went back to work from my lunch break. Elfel getting buffed? Wait, did they actually I thought they nerfed her super. Did they just like rework it so it's worse in one way, better in another? That is kind of criminal, actually. It looks like I haven't fumbled anything on the stream layout. That's great. Increase hit stun on the head. Oh, that's useful. Champy gonna save that first. Does not believe in the heroic play. Oh, cheeky! He's mixing the Frozen there now. See, this is really fun for me to watch because Champy's somebody who I've actually known and played with for a long time. We played once in Park, like ages back when I was like floor 9. And now seeing him mix those Frozen, my boy has grown. You love to see it. He's been getting good. Is that a J-Cube I see pulling up there?
That's a J-Cube. I'll be in the room momentarily.
No worries. If the players start, which they have yet, there is a Discord stream for you temporarily.
Yes, I am checking that out.
I'm proud. I was just saying, I'm proud of my boy Champy. He's mixing in those throws.
He is mixing in the throws. It gets me every time.
He is cycling that offense. I feel like he's been on quite an improvement bit like recently in general anyway.
I think I found that Champy just has had more time recently to grind up the game. And you know, when you have time to play the game, figures you'll get better at the game. But the amount of improvements is actually very, very it's a very like high. It's a good amount today. What I'm seeing.
I see that now, Voltan. Thank you. Names reversed. We had to get something wrong.
Of course you have to get something wrong. It's always the case. It is intermediates after all. It has to happen at some point. There's no such thing as a perfect stream when it comes to intermediate bracket.
The most perfect I've done? I think there was one beginner's broadcast where I had 2 commentators on both halves. I had commentary, and I didn't need to say anything for the whole time. And I either only missed one game's like scores or I missed none. I had like a perfect one. But I've never had a perfect Novice where I'm doing commentary and all the control and like part of everything.
Well, someday we try and get a perfect. But then will it really be an intermediate stream?
Yeah, like it's not allowed to be perfect. I've been championing this. This is now a like life philosophy of mine about the perfect imperfection.
Okay, so if we go back to the game very quickly, how does Johnny fare into Jacko in general? Outside of, I think a lot of this just the matchup's going to come down to how well can Johnny get in, kill the minions, and you know probably just get out of the the minion state.
Yeah.
Like if Champy knows how to count minions when when in the corner, if Jack has to reload, a misfire is just going to come out, or even just a fast slash.
I think it definitely has changed a bit too, because this used to be a matchup that I felt looked worse for Johnny, like quite a while ago, back when Jacko was a bit stronger and Johnny was a bit weaker. But now it's like, offensively, it still should be pretty good for Johnny. But obviously, when he's on defense, this is like one place where it might be a bit rougher for him.
It might be a bit rough, but also...
He does have the Johnny buttons. Oh, that's a hard call out. Okay.
That's a hard call out and a half. I swear that kind of call out stuff is just intuitive to Jacko's. I'm looking at you, Shiny. I'm looking at you, Marie.
Tell you what, though.
That kind of stuff.
Fragar might have to watch out, because Champy gets cheeky too. He does this shit to me.
I know.
He'll just like randomly run up card super. I'm like, excuse me. Sorry, dash up. Jonathan can't run.
Same input as Potbuster. You're kidding.
Yeah. True. Jacko somehow coming naturally to the pot players.
One of them does a bunch of damage, and one of them doesn't cost meter and does more.
Oh god, I'm scared. Speaking of pot, Buster is now coverable again, and I don't think they reduced its range, and it still has armor.
I thought they said they did reduce the range, like,
Maybe
so they wouldn't.
They reduced the damage.
I could have read incorrectly. I thought I saw that carring PB wouldn't actually change the range. But again, I'm not known for reading. I am not known for reading. Kara PB is not.
Oh, they did talk about it. I missed that. Then.
But yeah, they did not change the non-Kara. Yeah. That's kind of fucked. Sure, we're gonna live in the circus, and I'm gonna be the greatest clown of all. And that's gonna be the mantra I'm living by for the rest of this patch. Does this hit Champy?
Oh, you know what? I didn't think it would, but yeah, I guess it did.
See, I might not have thought it would, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
I didn't think that would work after the Jacko change, because it definitely would have in the past, but they did add a proximity thing to her, because when they first changed it to a hit grab, you might remember a clip of Kara clipping max range Axel JS.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was
hilarious. I mean, to be fair, I've had my fair share of yo-yo clips. Like, just yank me by the yo-yo, put me into the box, into the cauldron. Super?
Oh,
no, not the super.
Happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us.
Oh, the burst coming out there.
The burst coming out really wants to win the round. It's actually very possible. Never mind.
John Gear finds your mist.
Gear finds your mist. -15. Deal with it. I know it's a funny meme, and I know a lot of people, like a lot of guys, actually can't deal with the -15. But I can.
Indeed. Bridget 5H would like the words.
Incorrect, actually. My character can. I can't.
Oh.
There's a big difference there. Testament can't.
How did the bracket go? Mr. J-Cube is not in the bracket today.
Oh, sorry. I'm just yapping about Bridget stuff again. I just spent the last 3.5 hours streaming, so I'm streaming Bridget gameplay, and my brain is fully turned off. So today's not a bracket day. Today's a commentary day. So yapping is yap time, and yap.
The run-up grab to beat the guard. This is a great match to start the first. Oh shit! Oh shit!
I
Misfiner.
It's always Misfiner. Misfiner giveth, Misfiner keep giveth. Keep on giving.
Oh, how the brackets going? We just started.
This is the first round. This is the first round right now, right?
Oh, the
Champy
other main's
is
coming
doing
out.
well.
Oh, is
The
it the
other main-
former main
oh.
though, or is it another secret new main?
Wait, how many characters do you play, Freygar?
I have no idea. I do remember
think-
Freygar's pot now from Wildtide.
There's so many
Freygar's.
I feel like so many
Oh.
people in intermediates playing multiple characters, like to a
Yeah.
really good level.
Speaking of
insane
how
to
the
me.
bracket is going, also, I want to add everyone checked in today. Thank you very much. You all remember to check in.
Mankind knew
There's no way you play half the cast. There's no way. I refuse to believe. Okay, that's not. That's. I mean, I can believe it. I can believe it. Yeah, Jazz, how you doing?
Yo. Oh, Eno.
Okay, so how does this matchup go, right? So a lot of it is just, I feel like Johnny needs to prevent Eno from getting in the first place. A few well-placed misfinders, they will probably do the job. But I think, how good is Johnny's 5k at dealing, or 5p at dealing with the jump ins?
It should be kind of decent. It hits at a nice tall angle. Obviously, it's not going to let you hit the lows. Like some buttons are able to kind of OS Eno a bit. Testament 2K, famously good at kind of OSing Eno's offense a little. But
I mean,
Johnny doesn't really have a mash button that covers everything. He does have a good sweep button, so.
so I feel like a lot of like whether Eno can get in is whether Johnny can call it out in general, like in neutral. But I'm thinking about when Johnny is defending, like a lot of the time you want to be popping, you want to be punishing Eno's low crush with the dash that puts it in the air. If your character doesn't have a good button for that, it could be a lot more painful. Since 6p sometimes just isn't quite fast enough.
Oh, that's splatted. Oh,
That's why I'm not quite it.
no P finer.
Not quite there. Oh no, the air grab. We are in Europe. We're in Europe. Air grab.
Yeah. The EMEA air grabs.
And if there's anything I learned about Strive, unless you're dead, the round's not over. Oh, the air grab into the... Didn't quite work out this time. Oh, the 2P... I guess the 2P is a good button for that, huh? Looks like 2P. Yeah, if you can confirm off that, it's great. Okay, now my next question is, how good is at dealing with the misfire pressure?
I imagine it would be a source of frustration for her. In that her
100%.
approach is kind of linear.
Right, you
Though
can't.
she does have options to slide under it, for what it's worth.
That's true. I guess is really like trying to read the Johnny, whether they're gonna go high or low. Are they gonna try and prevent you from getting in with the stroke?
I imagine
Or
in
you're
the
gonna do
past she didn't
edge
care so
shenanigans.
much. Back when Johnny didn't have hard counter hit misfire, but these
Oh,
days
true.
with that as an option, it's like,
I can imagine that actually. That sounds terrible actually. Such a knowledge check kind of character. Like a lot of players, including myself, just struggle so much against Eno offense because it's so unusual. It's so different to a lot of how the rest of the cast goes. A lot of the grounded cast, and I think Frega was looking for this opportunity, looking to see whether Champy knows how to deal with it, and because of that, they've managed to get another game. And now we're down to the last game of the set. Last game of the set.
oh yeah. Yeah, Eno will definitely catch you if you haven't been doing your homework.
100%. His permanent Leo back, so they're all having to go in smells. People just don't want to say it. Damn, crazy. I'm gonna say it. I think that Eno's overheads are more telegraphed than Leo's overhead.
Yeah.
That turn.
The
That's a new
lows
thing.
feel like harder to deal with.
Because Eno's gonna leave the ground. You know that you can fuzzy high into low. That's me. That's a me thing.
Wow, see,
100%.
calmly walks up, chucks you under the floor.
Deal with it. Do better. No, Frega had the meter. Didn't ask to throw, but doesn't matter. KMF into KMF. It's more FMK, FMF, KMF. What would FMF stand for?
Forwards Mega Fist.
True. True. Okay, what? Okay, random question. If you could get, who would be the most busted with forward Mega Fist?
Who would be the most busted character with forwards Mega Fist?
Yeah. You just to randomly give forward Mega Fist as like a tool to a character.
I don't know. That's. I don't have to think about that.
Okay, well okay, Nago doesn't count. Nago doesn't count. Don't say Nago. You
That would be kind of busted
Nago.
for Nago if it didn't cost blood. That would be broken on him.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
If it cost blood, it probably wouldn't be broken.
I mean, that's because he's too strong. Like most, like you ask any question, the chances are the answer's Nago, so Nago doesn't count. Yeah, 6k
Oh
Karas.
shoot, we're on the final round as well.
True, but he can't wave dash anymore.
Can't be the next to first.
Unica, 100%.
Yeah, it would be busted on her.
I'm always interested to see how they're gonna create like new characters. Sure, like redesigning like old characters to come like to make a
Oh, Champy doesn't
character
know?
that represent. Champy doesn't know. Didn't punish after the first hit.
No time for love.
Throw.
Knowing that
Hard throw.
Champy, I'm not surprised. He gets it anyway, but
Gets it anyway,
Champy,
and-
I don't think has any to play with. He's usually a play with friends kind of guy, you know. That. But
I
that's
mean, I
not
do
gonna
see him
stop him.
sometimes.
Face the baddie jack.
Playing against me.
Yeah, to be fair, I am a play against friends person as well.
I mean, that's 2-3, right? I don't think
That
you get to
is
take out the third.
indeed.
I don't think you get to take out the third main breaker. I think that's
You
GG's.
don't. You can't.
Oh.
You can't take out the third one. Oh, it
That's
is.
still. I will say that was that. I'm very impressed by your Ino. I will say that.
Nice
Don't worry,
job.
not many people can count.
And now we
Another
gotta.
one of them.
Well, I don't have to call Sylvie because Sylvie's actually in the lobby. But Mr. C Salty, will you please pull up to the podium? I guess I can cancel the Discord stream, now, can't I?
Yes, you can. Mr. Salty, please stand up. Please pull up. Please pull up.
If he plays Pot, then this is the big body battle. Although, to be fair, Pot Gold
No,
Lewis is
Leo. It's gonna be Leo.
not a good matchup.
I would never want to play Pot into Gold Lewis.
It's a really,
seems-
really bad matchup.
It seems horrendous to play against.
It's Pot's worst matchup, I believe.
Is it?
Hmm.
I mean, I heard.
Well,
rumblings
in
that that's the case.
theory, Chip should be worse. But you know,
Damage.
yeah, I mean, it's all theory based, right? If Chip just is correct all the time, then there's like nothing Pot can do. But if he's wrong once, like yeah,
Yeah, but we're playing Guilty Gear Strive. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you're right all the time. You're not going to be right all the time.
human error will come in.
Human error is a real thing that exists.
Jasmine's gonna
Oh,
be happy. She was wondering when will intermediates have another Gold Lewis player? Where are the Gold Lewis players? Here we have Sylvie the Third.
I'm pointing to the screen. That's a combo I learned.
That is true indeed, Bolton. Sea salty fellow Poland bro.
Poland bros. Poland bro.
Wait, does that
destroyer
recover in?
French.
I wonder if it recovered in time for him to parry that.
You need to change the names on the.
True, I probably do.
So what exactly is Leo getting next match?
Leo? I didn't read it. I didn't have enough time. I had to go back to work. I kind of just read my characters and then a couple other characters. That was like pack watching, and then I was like, oh, okay. And I went back to work.
No, fair. Oh, I could see 100% the same deal with Chip Gold Lewis. It's just like Chip's very fast and in theory would have a winning matchup, but like damage, man. Like this is a concept I know far too well. That's just my character. I think we win on. I think Bridget wins on paper. I think Bridget wins on paper in a lot of matchups, but then damage happens, and I'm like, oh.
Bridget is kind of like that. It's like, oh well, we should win, but then like the universe is cruel.
Frankly,
I mean, it is also human error, but
it's human error.
Like,
it's a me thing
human
right
error
now.
is technically skill issue, but there's also just like there's always going to be a bit of human error, even for the best. You know, you'll see Tiger or Zando randomly drop a game-winning thing sometimes. Like,
it's the most heartbreaking thing seeing it's like seeing human error in brackets in big tournaments, game losing plays, I guess, or lack thereof.
See, Salty decided to take up a day job as a zoner, it seems.
I mean, if it's working, it's working. However, Sylvie managed to find that opportunity to jump over the projectile.
I really like that as a username, actually. Sylvie the Third. Oh, it's got a nice ring to it.
I like that.
What happened? Where is Sylvie the Second and First, though?
It's a regal thing, right? So Sylvie the First and Second would be parent and grandparent respectively. Or maybe they cloned, so like the first and second iteration of Sylvie.
Leo's legs briefly became part of the floor there. True.
I will still say, as strong as it is, BT cancelling is really fun. It's fun, it's satisfying, and maybe a bit broken.
Whoa!
Well, I'm surprised to see Salty manage to recover in time. God damn.
Oh, he's gonna do the meme! Do it! Bang, 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 bang. I love
Covers
that.
in time.
No,
the
he's
6P
dead!
came out. Because Cecily was holding forwards trying to get the last 5P, so the 6P came out.
No!
No, that's so sad. Lost because trying to style, but we respect it. We
If you have
100%
100 meters,
respect it.
Leo, you are like legally
You're
obligated.
legally obligated to do it. 100%.
Sick counter. He was mashing.
He was mashing.
That's my goat right there.
Wouldn't it still be the?
Who's among us?
No, you're fair. Maybe. Whomst Among Us would not be mashing. I would be mashing.
See, because I wouldn't have mashed there, but then I would have got like 2K'd as I walked backwards, and I would have been annoyed.
No, I'd be mashing.
You are a masher. You have become a real
I am
masher.
now, thanks to you. I learned from the best.
Well, when we
much.
played recently, I was like, is this man going to block on wake up? Is he?
No.
No.
No, I'm gonna wake up.
You
bite.
like refused. I was shocked.
I'm gonna wake up DP, or not. I'm gonna wake up bite. I'm gonna check you for
This
expecting
is
you
on the
to not
Bridget
mash.
though. No, ignore the Naga from it. This is the Bridget. Like
Oh, I'm gonna
this
wake up
fella
mash.
is like wake up mashing and DP.
I'm gonna DP enough that you expect the DP, so I'm gonna wake up rock the baby, and then it's gonna be a great time. I'm gonna laugh. And
But
then
you
be
did
like,
rotate
hey.
it enough. But I was just like, this man is refusing to block.
At that point, you're not like you're gonna start doing meetings again if I keep mashing, so I'm gonna have to DP again.
Yeah.
We're doing the
It's the
RPS.
endless cycle.
It's not your turn, it's my turn.
If it's like scarier, you play Bridget, you don't have any health. Then
Good
again,
point.
that's also kind of why it works.
You like gambling? I like gambling.
Toes are toast. Set point
I
for
play
Sylvie.
I play
need to
Sylvie
update the
then.
score.
Oh, I just noticed how close this game is. This whole set's been super close, actually. Oh no! No, the flash kick! It's gonna be like Aussie Salty's health!
Wait, nah! What? Nah! He can't be dead for that.
That's crazy! That's nuts! That routing was sick!
Guess
But
I'll yeah.
damn.
GG's Sylvie. Why is he dead though?
I mean, technically, yes, you could join the tournament if you're floor 2.
You could. I
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can join. Like there are like if you really want to join a beginner bracket, there is the wild type beginners bracket. That happens
I'll
every,
link the Discord for you.
every Tuesday.
You can. I'll try. Let me see if I can invite you to Wildtide as well. Yeah. If you are like actually floor 2, then I would suggest the beginners tournament first.
But
and
do
even
bear
then,
in mind,
it's when it
the
says beginners, it's not like true beginners, right? It's beginners to competing. But that is the best place to start competitively in EMEA. Where is Wild Tide? There. Oh, it's because they renamed. They're called the Yule Tide at the moment.
They're the Yuletide. Damn, crazy.
And this is Wild Tide server. They also sometimes host intermediate events. They don't have any events on for now, though. They will after Christmas. They're taking a small break.
Christmas holiday.
The
But yeah,
holiday.
beginners-
We're not taking a break because we're like metal AF. Or, well, mostly because Novice is falling on days where I wouldn't be busy, so it's fine for me.
I will say, like, beginners is a great place to start. I started beginners. I've had a great time, like, slowly grinding out the beginners brackets, and I am where I am and enjoying the game because of it.
Yeah. Good bracket.
Just don't get charged, Dusty. It makes you feel bad.
Our next stream game, we got a small wait, so we can just like
A small way.
Heck,
Alright.
we could probably get an ad break out of the way, just get it moved.
What do you mean we can yap? We've been yapping.
Well, yeah, but we can yap even more. Like turbo yap. Right, we'll run
is that
the
even
ads.
possible?
Get rid of the ads.
Oh,
Boo
man,
adverts.
my throat is so, like, scratchy right now.
Same.
I've been yapping for, like, the past, like, 3-4 hours now. God, even Innocent Smoothies are doing this fucking, like, this new bottle cap thing, which I hate. I get that it's so, like, it's harder to lift to the top of the cap, but, like, it just means that there's, like, liquid gets stuck on the top and then it just drips everywhere. And sometimes it's hard to close. I love smoothies, actually. I do love me smoothie. You have a favorite smoothie type? Smoothie flavor?
That's a tough one. Because I actually make quite a lot of them myself. Funnily enough, I wouldn't say banana is my favorite ingredient, because it isn't. But I usually put banana in all of my smoothies. I find it's a good, like, kind of base.
Yeah, it's a good base. It's like it's a very good. It's a very good meat. I mean, it has like a good meatiness to it. It's got like a good texture to it. It gets a lot of viscosity. The difference between novice and intermediate, like.
Can I add that
Novice
Novice is a bit of a legacy name as well, because this used to be a beginner's server too, and they had Novice Beginners, Novice Intermediates. Now it's just called Novice Drivers, but we only run the intermediate brackets. It's a bit confusing.
So most of the players in intermediates are actually still Celestial, like which is the floor above floor 10. Beginners, the requirement to be able to compete in beginners is that you haven't hit Celestial yet. So there's a big difference in skill level between the two. Theoretically, that's not always the case. Because people are people and people are better at different skills. Sometimes you'll get people who would compete in the beginners and still play in intermediates and beat some of the better players in intermediates because they have skills that the other players just aren't used to dealing with. And that's just what makes fighting games fun. Sometimes everyone goes at different paces. Everyone's really good at different things. Some people specialize in some really good things, and that's just what we get. We get some very interesting games, some very interesting brackets. And you're not just fighting the character on the screen. You're fighting the player behind the screen, and that's the competitiveness of it. That's what's fun, to me at least. That's what's fun to me. What I'm saying is fighting games are fun. That's what I say. If it's a bit deep, don't mind me. I've been yapping for the past 4 hours. I was in my own personal stream before this, and I don't know, when I turn on the stream, I just turn my brain off and just talk. I don't think I improve when I play on the stream, but yeah, it's fun. It's a fun time. Fighting games are fun. Craig. Okay, back to the smoothie discussion. I'm a big fan of apple. I like apple in my smoothies. It adds very like a sourness to it. But even sweet apples still have a little bit of sourness and a little bit of acidity to it. Very new to the game. I like to compete and see what I'm capable of as a beginner. Just trying to learn the game really. That's fair enough. I think if you're looking to learn the game, the best thing you can do is just to play, right? A lot of the learning at the very beginning, you're going to learn exponentially just by playing the game, seeing what your character can do, getting used to controlling your character. That's the big one. The most frustrating part of playing the game sometimes is not being able to control your character to do what you want it to do. Once you've gotten used to that, that's when the fun part comes, right? Obviously, the fun part can also be learning to improve, but for me, the best part is learning to apply what you've learned. And often that does come from having a grasp of how your character feels, how your character moves, and what your character can do. And not just that, when you play, you start playing against other people, and other people will play all sorts of different characters that you might not want to play. And they might not vibe with you personally, but it vibes with them, and they can make amazing things happen. So sometimes I'm just in awe. I watch someone do the most atrocious stuff to me, but I'm just in the air for 5 seconds. I'm like, damn, I'm being juggled. This is sick. This looks so cool. Fiddy Elfelt. I don't like playing against Elfelt either, but I don't think Elfelt deserves to be deleted. It is a lot of flips and stuff, though. I don't want to delete Slayer as much as I hate Slayer. I just wish his kneecaps were slightly stunted.
You should put his knees on backwards.
Nah, not that
Reverse his
far.
joints.
I just wish his right knee was slightly higher than his left knee, so whenever he went for a dandy step, he'd trip over.
That would be really funny.
Nothing visually that different.
Alright, we're still just having a little wait on the game.
Honestly, if I was given the option to delete any character, I wouldn't. I think the cast is very varied. If people enjoy Slayer, people enjoy Slayer. I don't like playing against Slayer, but there's a place for Slayer. I think every character has a place. Don't me.
Wait, where's Velasquez's name? Shut up. Ping them.
That's the name I recognize. I think I was commenting last time Reblastin played. I mean, I remember commenting Reblastin's game at one point.
I can't
think
ping
where
them
it
in
was
stream
from.
games, so I'm just trying to find what's up to that. Do they not have the right?
Was we blasting in beginners? Is that where I commentated it?
They won.
Ah, yes, I remember this now. I remember this. You're not relearning all pressure and optimals every 2 months. You know, I don't know. I don't think Jacko's that bad. Ever since I learned the layer 1 of Jacko, it's been a lot better. And even before then, I enjoyed the matchup a lot. I think the Jacko matchup, I find the Jacko matchup very fun, since it so fundamentally changes the way you play the game.
There we go. It took me a while to find their name. It's because their name. There we are. Yeah. Yeah, your server name was something entirely different. Yeah. I got you.
She does look interesting, and I think she's one of the most high maintenance characters from what I've heard, of what I've seen. She's extremely high maintenance because minion stuff and just setting up minion stuff is a pain in training mode. Just setting it all up, it's just hard to lab, right? It's just really difficult to lab. So obviously it's a lot more high maintenance, a lot thing. In your opinion, Asuka's hard to play. You start learning him way harder. I think some people are better at learning other things than others, right? Everyone struggles.
I would find learning Asuka easier than learning a character like Milia, for example. But then someone else would be like, "What? What the?" And they'd think the exact opposite. Because Asuka presses things in a very, very orthodox way, even though he just has to think on the fly a lot.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are pretty good at thinking on the fly.
If I need to lab
Something
like set play and Oki stuff, it's like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
very
that's
well
because you
for me.
don't lab Oki.
Yeah, but like, even if I wanted to, it's I don't like super precise timing shit.
Some characters don't even have super precise timing. They are auto-timed.
See, this is gonna be the good thing if I learn some Faust on the side, because for Oki, I can just throw some items if I want to.
Oh yes, the true item Faust experience.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, I still think item Fausts are really great at parties. Like they're super funny people in real life. They're like you can just tell like, oh, Optimals, nah, we're throwing items, but we're having a good time.
Faust players usually are very funny. I have not met a Faust player in person that I have not found like enjoyable to be around yet. I don't think, unless I'm tripping.
Speaking of
about
Faust,
someone.
Speaking
Oh,
of
so
Faust,
that's who Junko plays. I was unsure. It's Giovanni.
I think it's John Koala.
Junkwala.
John Koala.
Yeah, but if I shorten it, it's Junko.
I mean, they signed up as Junko, right?
Yeah.
Duel 1.
Volta already pile bunkering into the room. Ready and waiting. Waiting for the back shots picture.
So, my impression of firstly of this matchup is that Geo should probably do pretty well into Faust.
Yeah.
So, like the ability for Geo to get in and constantly apply pressure is probably paramount in this matchup.
Yeah,
Like,
she can effectively
the worst-
whiff punish him and make him commit to very low damage options.
100%. I think the biggest thing when anyone plays against Faust is just not giving him the space to set up items. And then again, a lot of Faust's like buttons, they might be big, but they're also very committal. The true like shenanigans happen when after all is said and done, the items come out, and then you're kind of in the item blender. Get a big smash of like chaos, and there you go. Stream content.
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 Oh,
100%.
backdash on the Guru Dog. Well, we can't really call it Guru Dog anymore. Actually, it's
not
just
Guru
Spiral
Dog.
Arrow now. Guru Dog.
I
is
can't
gone.
believe they removed the guard crush and gave it to Ram.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I've seen this matchup a bunch of times, but by different players who play quite differently. I've seen like Mon and Izzy play this a bunch, and it was the other one. It might have been Antonio, the other one, I think actually. But I've seen Izzy fight Geo a bunch.
I still think theoretically this should be a very good Geo matchup.
If there's one thing
It's
I
like-
will copy from Izzy, if I played Faust, I'm gonna copy the standing still. Just standing there menacingly. I think that's the funniest shit.
Okay, no, you need to install the mod that makes Faust run,
Oh god.
like run.
No!
Yes, 100%.
It's cursed.
I hope people in chat have seen the running Faust mod. It is the most cursed thing in the world, and I love it.
You know,
Yeah,
I've
that's
only
it.
ever had one mod on while streaming, and I remember having it on Beginner's Wildtide when I was hosting them. I had the Sin Keys Gleeful Company mod for a bit before I turned it off because I was getting annoyed.
I saw that. I remember watching you do that. Just the whole time.
Yeah, I was just
It
like,
was the
man, this
whole
guy
time.
needs to shut up. He's making noises. I think he's the pyro from TF2, but I was like, oh, I can't deal with this.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh man, does anybody in chat know if any EMEA homies are at CEO Otaku? Because CEO Otaku
Mini
is
Faust!
happening.
Mini Faust!
Mini
Let's
Faust.
go, Mini Faust!
CEO Otaku is on starting tonight actually. Verix, a slash maybe?
Nice. Vex is signed there. Damn. I need to watch that. Don't think Slash is there?
I think it starts at like 9 p.m. So it will be, pools will be on once we finish our broadcast, basically. Because we usually finish between 9 to 10. With slightly less entrance.
Oh, I
than
can't
normal
stay up
today.
too late to watch it tonight. No.
Yeah, we don't have many Geos in intermediates. They kind of got themselves banned. They started being
They
too
got
good
themselves
at the game,
banned,
like-
and then one of them's now lapping Johnny.
What, is Antonio a Johnny player or is it Hollow?
No, it's Hollow.
Ah. I was gonna say, I was
ran
like,
into
no
Hollow
way
on tower.
Antonio plays Johnny.
I ran into Hollow on tower. I was looking at them like, why is Hollow on Johnny? Why is Hollow on Johnny? What
To be
happened?
fair,
Who
if
hurt
you
you?
like winning,
don't
Johnny
know.
is the angle. Like that is a winner character.
Sometimes, but I think you should, regardless of strength, I think you should play who you want to play. So often you'll just do better on the characters you enjoy
I do
more.
agree. Because we've seen this with actually Tiger recently. I don't think Tiger will be committing to Johnny.
No, yeah, I think Tiger said that they're not committing to Johnny. They said they don't like some of the matchups so much that then they can't find the joy in grinding out Johnny. I think they said they enjoyed playing Johnny, but some matches were just not fun. They were kind of boring. So yeah, it is what it is. I thought Instinct does 20 less damage. I thought it went from 70 to 50 to 80 to 60. Wait, who won that last game?
Oh man. Oh wait, no, you're a commentator. You're allowed to miss the score. I think Junko won it, but I might be tripping.
This is the part where the chat gaslights us, huh?
Yeah, they'll just be like, actually, the player spots won. Them plus.
Actually, Slayer won this match. Slayer's not even in this match, but they won. Junko won? Okay, thank you.
Gotcha.
I will say, I remember from watching Beginners, I like the way that we lost in plays. Like, it makes me smile. It's the right amount of chaos. The right amount of chaos, the right amount of, hey, let me show off kind of thing, right?
Blasting is a fun one.
Yeah, I think Blasting's like best trait is actually the ability to adapt on the fly. So remember, I think Blasting had many like reverse sweeps in the bracket I watched, in the bracket I commentated, and there we go, like just right there.
Reverse sweep on the way.
Maybe
It could happen.
wouldn't be the first time, then definitely won't be the last time. Here comes the fireballs. I'm so used to seeing Meteor into Scarecrow
Well, that's
that I was just kind of shocked that it didn't come out.
it's really funny seeing Faust just be able to kind of ignore the the spiral arrow.
Funny.
Clean hit. Sent through the wall.
Do you think there's any other EMEA players that see Otaku? That's sad. That's unfortunate.
That reminds me, speaking of not recognizing, I remember at one of the American events, there was like a random British bedman player that I'd never heard of. And I was like, has anyone heard of this? And everyone was just like, no. I was like, huh? Who is this unknown British bedman player? And that like doesn't come to BSF, doesn't like go to locals. They just showed up at an American tournament. Yeah, they were pretty good. I'm like, I've never seen them in Tower either. Who is this mysterious British bedman?
Well, Larson just took a game with front Scarecrow PRC command grab, so you know that's cool.
Faust is a character that should be played to have fun on.
100%. 100%. I'm actually kind of sad to see like Faust's damage got nerfed slightly.
Yeah, of all characters, I don't think he really
Of
needed
all the
damage,
characters,
yeah.
I feel like Faust's damage did not need to be nerfed. Let the Fausts have fun. Come on.
Ooh, that's true, Voltan. That could be a thing. I don't know if
That's
it was
also true,
synchronous
yeah.
or not, but that could be true.
That's also true, right? Yeah. I think
That
Blossom...
reminds me, we had what was their name again? The Zato player. You know the one that was at Wake Up?
Oh, Halo? Hey, Halo?
No, not Hey Halo. I mean, Hey Halo was there. That is true. But the other Zato player.
The one that made top 8?
Did they? No, that was probably Hey Halo. I don't know.
No, Hey Halo didn't make top 8. Oh, it's finals. It's Grand second, didn't it? Didn't Tiger...
I'm trying to
Tiger
remember.
beat someone in Grand Finals? Sechi.
No, Sechi wasn't at Wake Up.
Oh, Wake Up.
Yeah,
my
Wake
bad, my
Up.
bad. Brian.
We're round 3. Let me pin the bracket. Actually, I did forget to do that.
Are we
Just trying to remember.
Are we talking...
TSKR Brian.
Oh yeah, just say Brian, yeah.
Yes. That was a player who does not normally live in the UK, but
No, yeah, they
have
were in the
folks over.
country because of
They had folks to visit, and they were
Yeah.
at a time where they could enter a bracket. So they
yeah.
came
It
to
just so happened. It
Wigan.
just so happened that they came over.
His bracket.
Fellow Hololive fan, Luton.
I tuned into some of their streams recently because they were on like holiday in Japan for like a month or something. So they were just doing random IRL walking around Japan streams. I thought that was quite funny.
Yeah, it was sick. It was so cool.
Oh, top 8
So
last
this
year.
might be a reverse thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And people will say Zato is that unplayable. Not to detract from the
I
player's
said
skill. The
Hololive.
player is
That's
good,
me.
but-
I said Hololive.
No, we did. I remember talking
Definitely.
about this with. Actually, I won't mention who I was talking to. I don't want to get any top players in trouble with the Zato cabal, but like Matt Zato is really not that bad. Zato is better than people give him credit for. He gets
think-
treated by the community like he's unplayable.
No one in Strive is unplayable.
Strive players
No one
need
is.
to learn what a dysfunctional character is. I swear to God.
Yeah, I've
You
played
need to
Idol
know.
Showdown to know what an unplayable character is. there's like no one character that is like you have to play this or you lose, right? There's nothing like that in this game. There are some insanely strong characters. This is best of
Yes,
five,
it's best
yes.
of five.
Most, if not all, brackets are best of five, double event.
Yeah, it's
Oh
the
my
usual
gosh, dear
standard
man.
in Strive. There's sometimes some first to 7 exhibition events on like QK's Bounty Hunters on Sunday or Wanted by the Masters on Tuesdays maybe sometimes.
So yeah, no, like, I think we were chatting about, yeah, Brian got pretty far, right?
Curious. Brian being in almost top 8 and 2 other Zatos in top 8.
I mean, sometimes it's not even the character, sometimes it's just how good the players are.
I know the players are really good, but I'm like,
Yeah,
is that a champion might actually be alright.
I'm gonna say, like, if people, everyone's treating Zao like he's like the worst thing in the world, but the people who play Zato are just good at the game.
They usually are.
Yeah,
I will give
you
Zatos
gotta
that.
stick with the character.
They usually, they are
You have to
usually.
like the character.
Oh, for each last 2 weeks.
So-
I was about to say, that'd be
Oh,
looking
fair,
like
fair.
an EMEA bracket Voltan. A million Zatos in top 8.
But
EMEA
anyway, back to
would
the
be
game.
like,
Blaston might just take this.
2
Blaston has
Bedmen,
definitely
2 Zatos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely downloaded Junko. Like that was crazy. Like this is
we installed
like,
them.
like the last. It's like the last time I commentated Blaston. I think Blaston just keeps reverse sweeping.
This is a
Absolutely
downloader
crazy.
right here.
Downloader. That's like downloading your opponent will get you so far in this game, and a lot of fighting games as well.
Also,
If you
like,
have the skills to adapt to downloading your opponents, you're gonna do so well.
I know you're in the room, Volta, but we'll probably be calling Sylvie Argalia first, just for
Like,
usual
that was-
stream order.
That was an insanely quick. Oh no, quick. That was an insanely good set. Even if we were yapping over it, it was an insanely good set. GG's to both players. Insanely well played.
By the way, is that how
By the
you're
way.
gonna win? This is a Project Moon match. Oh, is Sylvie a fan of one of your IPs that you like? What is Project Moon again? Is that like Fate and shit or something? What is that? Oh no, that's not Fate, but the what's that game called Jacob likes again? Library of Ruiner, isn't it? And
I'll let you struggle for a bit longer. It'd be funny.
what's that game?
Dance
Yeah, we
Monkey
see
Dance.
QK playing. Shit, she's not playing it right now. I was gonna check. Because she. Limbus. QK is like always on Limbus whenever I look at the Novice driver thing. But she's not right now. She's on World of Warcraft. So I had to think, yeah. There you go. Oh, and the raid. Yo, Shang? Where did the
Hey,
Shang
Shang.
stream come from? I didn't know there was a Shang Badung stream.
You
Hey.
hit it twice. You had 2 pieces of
Oh
bread.
yeah. Thanks, mods. Oh, I missed
You're
that.
welcome.
Hopefully that was a good little stream, Shane.
I like that dual loafing.
Duo loafing.
So the dual loafing.
Hey, Hunter. Sylvie the third versus Argalia.
Imagine like someone goes to a fight and the dual wielding baguettes. that sounds like I could be a Grand Blue
Fucking
weapon
akimbo
skin.
breadsticks.
Like fucking Lancelot with like two breadsticks. That'll be hilarious.
Dude, I'm happy.
And then I'll laugh and then I'll get beaten by lids and throws.
Dude, I'm happy. Waitrose keeps importing Sapporo at the moment, my local one. I have a current reliable source of Sapporo beer.
Okay, so how does this matchup play out?
Man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like
Testament does their thing, and if they're wrong, they die.
probably, yeah. I feel like if Drone comes out, there's no great saving Testament, but they still have to watch out for the Opticon, right?
And again,
comes the laser.
But true, he's right here.
Oh, less damage.
I did ask him,
hit.
in fairness, I did ask him.
And that's round 1. Round 1 to Mr. Jacob Argalia Testament.
Jacob Argalia Testament of the Limbus Library Corporation. The third. Is that a character in one of those games as well then for Sylvie, since Jacob said it was a Project Moon thing?
I'd assume so. I haven't played Project Moon, right?
That is really funny if that was just the character's name, because yeah, then these two would literally have just character names in their name.
Is that Whiff?
Yeah, we're unpunishable because of the crow.
That's crazy.
And in Jacob's own word, he's cheesing or downloading. I don't know. Jacob would probably say he's cheesing. Oh,
No,
he'd
that's
say
you.
he was
You say
gapping
he's
and then he'd
cheesing.
say he was cheesing. He'd
This
say
is death, by the way.
Oh. Oh my.
I'm just saying, working so hard for that compared to Naru versus Switch twice. From
Man,
experience, by the
you know
way.
what? We need to do Operation, what is it? 4BW. There's 4 Bs and a W. Bring back big body weakness.
Nah, I'm enjoying my time having
Yeah,
damage.
I know you are.
I am enjoying my time having damage. It's a great
bastard.
feeling. Finally giving me damage. It's awesome.
Former Testament player Minoru says, "Let's go Argali." Hey, Minoru.
That's crazy. That's the second time that Galia has run into the BT when the lasers come out. So that's the he manages to avoid getting hit by the laser. Is that a strat? Oh no, that's a strat. But hey, it worked.
Strats.
And that's game 1 to Argalia.
Speaking of strats, I'm gonna employ the get another Sapporo strat.
Alright, chat, this is the time that we will badmouth Craig on stream. Since he definitely can't hear what I'm saying. No, he definitely can't. He doesn't have wireless headphones. Probably. Does he? Oh no. Anyways, carrying on. It's like I feel like this matchup really comes down to how well does Sylvie use White Wild Assault and Drone. Oh, and Gun. Actually, Gun is actually probably... No, actually, I don't think Gun's that good in this matchup. Like, can Gold Lewis get in? If Gold Lewis can get in, it's maybe game over. Then again, Testament backdash with 2K, probably quite good for the... Oh my gosh! The churning, we're going around the windmill. The PRC, it never ends, it never stops. Drone Oki. Fortunately, the BT cancel does use up that security gauge, so the drone is only like level 1. Or level 2, I guess. I'm back to full screen. I feel like full screen is really where Testament wants to be. What do you use Wild Assault for? So it depends on the character. So some characters. So there's 3 different types of Water Assaults. There's red, blue, and white. Red is the most diverse. Red's usually used to close, like mid block string or combo to close the gap and continue pressure. Blue Wild Assault has the ability to guard crush on hits, and guard crush means that it's almost the same as blocking, except it kind of negates all of your inputs that you are doing at the time. So you cannot do anything except block during guard crush. So this is usually used on setup characters. Or it's usually given to setup characters, so they can do things like drop the first part of their setup or go for a command grab. And then you have usually given to the heavies, the White Wild Assault, which has, after a period of time, has invulnerability during the dash. Oh, that's not death. So this is used for big bodies with limited mobility to get in. So this is their way of finding their way in. So for example, Gold Lewis is a big chunky character, not very fast, doesn't have a double jump. However, they have White Wild Assault. They can use White Wild Assault to avoid summon projectiles and go through them, just like we saw there, to find their way in and close the gap, right?
Minty fresh, true. That is my
Minty
favorite
fresh.
disc. I love that disc.
Every Wild Assault has its uses. And the thing about Wild Assault is that you can charge the Wild Assault to get slightly different properties. For White Wild Assault, you can charge it to get an increased knockup. So many characters can just, depending on where you hit it, you can get a combo off. So it's not a very damaging combo, because starting with White Wild Assault means that your combo gets scaled quite quickly. With Blue Wild Assault, if you charge it, if they're in the air, they get popped up higher, and you have better scaling on the combo. And I'm not sure what charging Orange Wild Assault does actually. I've never known. Okay, can you fill in for that?
Wait, what?
What does charging White Wild Assault do?
Charging White Wild Assault allows it to actually get a combo, effectively. It doesn't make it less minus or anything.
Okay, so basically
It would give you more involvements too.
I see, okay. First time for everything. Oddly informative.
We're informative sometimes.
I mean, it's because I'm here. All I do is try and learn.
Yeah. I just adapt to whatever my co-commentator wants to do. Me and Alexiad were mostly just talking about funny little guys. Actually, Shang, it was Shang's first time commentating. I thought he was quite a natural because he bounced between yapping and talking about the game in a good flow.
Yeah.
So he gets it.
I find I'm very bad at that. I kind of flow between one or two things, and if I need time to think, I'm like, okay, Craig, you take the wheel.
Yeah.
Here's a question. And that's a game to Sylvie.
Oh, Jacob's dead! Oh no.
Jacob Agaya Dediment.
No.
Hey, it's fine.
Tell you what, on paper this matchup will probably change a bit because these are the two of the characters that got more notable changes in the upcoming patch. Gold Lewis is having some of his stuff toned down a little bit. Notably the minigun, actually, I think against Testament. The minigun having more recovery should be notable. And Testament doesn't have, or has reduced, I think it doesn't have, but it could just be reduced. Extended hurt box on Grave Reaper.
Yes, yeah, and I'm actually worried for my matchup against Testament now.
Yeah, that will improve the Sin matchup for Testament players. I think Sin should still win it, but one of the biggest things a Sin player could exploit if they knew about it was just poking the shit out of that extended hurt box. And now set point for Sylvie the third. Sylvie's had mad improvements since we first saw them on broadcast.
See, the charge Orange Wild Assault right there pops them up after the hits. Just enough time for them. Just enough time for Jacob to get the pickup afterwards. Oh, good backdash, but not quite enough. Has to burst.
Speaking of, that's an unburstable knockdown because the final bullet of a fully charged minigun is unburstable.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So Jacob had no choice but to hold that. Oh, speaking of holding the burst. Oh, that's.
Oh, interesting. I mean, it prevents Oh, oh, the call out. Not
So
enough damage.
prorated though.
Super prorated.
Or ouchant. Oh, alright then. Minigun might have killed.
Oh, I like the idea. I like
Yeah.
the idea.
Testament is kind of hype, I agree. Testament is cooler than they sometimes get credit for.
I think in some matchups, Testament's very cool. In the matchups where they want to be weaving in and out, it's insanely cool. Some matchups, the ideal way to play is to zone, and based on how you perceive the game, you might find it boring. I find it cool.
I would say
like seeing how
Jacob
how
Argalia
players
is
play
also
it.
good at playing Testament in a way that looks fun too.
100%.
Because some Testaments
the
don't.
Yes, I think the best way to put it is that being able to weave in and out, so being like aggressive, like on block, to making space and playing that space is a skill that is honed, right? And if you can swap in and out, you're gonna get far. And this is the case with a lot of characters. A lot of characters with good range or abilities that go like across the screen, projectiles specifically. Knowing when and where to use them is important. Oh, is this blasting? Is it? Slayer Faust.
Now this one's interesting because if you don't know it, it's gonna feel like awful as Faust. But if you do know the matchup, Faust does have some really good options to cover what Slayer likes doing. They're low reward, but they're very, very strong. Like 2K can beat the high, the low, and Master's Hammer all in one button press. It would lose to Pile Bunker, of course, but well, then that's on Slayer to just be rapid Pile Bunker. And Mappa does whiff on
whiffs
Crawl.
on Crawl. That's crazy.
Faust
Okay,
has
hold on.
very strong
Hold on a
options
second.
if he knows. If the Faust knows.
I might need to pick up Faust. How about the whip?
We're all gonna be Faust
whipping
players,
Crawl?
bro.
Yeah, Mappa whipping on Crawl sounds like the most hilarious thing in the world. I want to do that. I want that. And no, I'm not biased.
No, of course not. Mini Faust, where are you? Get him!
Mini-
No!
Oh, the classic. The behind Scarecrow.
Whoa! Teleportation, man.
What?
That looks pretty janky. I almost thought it lagged for a second then.
That's awesome.
It's great.
That's amazing. I love that. I definitely see. I feel like I've seen that before in the beginners bracket. But the shenanigans you can get with fast RC to change your momentum is so fun. It's so cool.
I'm biased. Me too. No disrespect to Volta, of course. Although character-wise, I really like Faust.
No, wait, I think.
And
like,
I'm not
Faust is
known to be a
fun.
Slayer fan, so I have a little bias.
I'm just here for a good match, to be very honest.
Yeah, I have respectful bias.
Here's the thing, though. If Volta can find find the habits that
Volta.
Blasting is doing,
Speaking of
Yeah.
Volta, would you like your backshot medal?
for fuck's sake.
They haven't asked for it yet,
They mentioned it up top, I think.
did they?
I think I remember seeing them talking about the backshot stuff.
Oh, they were talking about their backshot
So-
route. Give it?
Yeah,
Alright,
give them.
okay,
Yeah,
got
I
you.
thought so. I thought so.
There you go. As well, Volta claims to have labbed new backshot routes.
See, here's the thing, right? I can respect the labbing. I respect it a lot. I think sometimes you can just see that, like, like amongst all of like the quote unquote like bullshit stuff that Slayer does, you can definitely tell when someone is has labbed, is putting in the work, and is genuinely a really good player.
One giveaway for me is if I see Slayer players using Hand of Doom well. That tells me they've
100%.
labbed, because if you know, you know. It's one of those kind of moves, right? You know that Pikachu, you know the format right now, bro. Come on.
Type
We
it out,
don't
Craig.
have
Be
a
the bot.
bot!
Be the bot, Craig.
Oh, my bad, I'm the bot. Beep boop, here's the bracket, beep boop.
Good bot, good. Exclamation mark, good bot.
Save the ship. Yo, I love that. The boldness. Just a match. 100 meters.
Oh, Blasting's been very good with these PLC scarecrow shenanigans.
Yeah, we're
He's
doing
been
well.
catching Volta a lot. And not just Volta, like the previous match, like PLC command grab off the Scarecrow, absolutely terrifying. Blasting's been doing a very good job of spacing. But Volta's not been giving it easy. Volta has been finding the way in. Oh no! The hammer toss lands!
Whoa!
And the banana!
Two French in top 8. Maybe 3.
Comes the Super Mapper Hunch. Hard knockdown. Well, this might just be it. Oh my K, of course it's it.
You would doubt Slayer's damage?
No, I wouldn't doubt Slayer's damage. Sometimes I doubt the player, but like Volta's not dropping that. 100% not. Believe in back shots.
Can I put
Man,
letters?
I wish it wasn't called back shots. They just.
Oh, I could actually put random letters. Look at that.
Random letters where? What?
For the score. That's interesting.
Bad.
I could just put random letters instead of. I didn't know the scoreboard editor supported that. That's funny. Anyway, my bad. I'll put the score back to normal now.
Oh my god. My FGC versus one in a world where one man takes on the whole FGC.
But Volta and Terrace is the whole FGC.
The Volta is the whole FGC. Stair damage is the whole FTGC.
Boop.
Oh, that's the round. Oop. I think that move particularly is actually quite good against Slayer, since usually the way you deal with that is you, or at least that's what I've been told, is you can kind of OS it, maybe dash block into 6p. So if you delay the 6p, if you're far enough away, the 6p will come out and counter it. If you're too close, you actually just block it instead. And of course, Slayer can't dash block. So, like, can Slayer dash block?
I mean,
Am I yapping? Am I bad at this game? Maybe I'm bad at this game.
damn, bro.
I'm thinking Johnny, aren't I?
Also,
Never mind.
thank you for the follow, Karen.
Ignore me. I'm just talking now. You're telling me it's yapping.
We Blasting come back. I mean, yeah,
Potentially.
Blasting does tend to do that.
Oh, what? Oh no, not quite. I love the dream was there. The idea was super good. Not quite close enough for the tap burst.
Oh, being
Oh, this is
minus in
probably
front
it.
of a Slayer with a close slash is a death sentence.
As we all know, Slayer Close Slash spells doom.
Slayer close slash, it hits so disturbingly high. I'll see someone hovering around in the sky. I'm like, don't go up there. You're not allowed up there. Not when he's down there. Let him cook. He's locking in. Yeah, Baikon's the opposite. Baikon close slash just like is one of the lowest ones. It misses Eno Super. It's one of the only close slashes that misses Eno Super.
Oh,
Baikon has to
That's sad.
JS Eno.
doesn't that? Oh, it's because the close slash.
Oh, close slash is
downwards,
just too
right?
short.
Stabby, no stabby. That 2S gives me nightmares.
Ouch.
Good evade on the 2S, but unfortunately, the backdash was caught afterwards. No meter for the hard knockdown. So super consistent in getting the hit after that. Pop up with the explosion from the. Unfortunately, the Afro pops mid transition, but that's. Oh, ready for it this time. Don't burst. Oh, the burst comes out. The hero burst. Larson likes those odds. Unfortunately, the gamble didn't quite work out. Master's Hammer, close slash. Master's Hammer. Do we get another Master's Hammer? Nope, we just get the reverse, the cross up, the Master's Hammer. How many Master's Hammers are we going to see? Oh, and that's the round.
And you've been bunked. Now you got piles. Volta gonna get it 3-1.
Once you give Slayer a little bit of space, it's all over. A little bit of momentum on Slayer, and it's gonna be tough. It's very tough to come back from that.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Right. Next up, we move over to losers a little bit.
Well played to both players. Didn't go all the way to game 5, but that was still a very close set. Imagine if this was the novice level. Imagine this was like beginner level. How crazy would the competition be? To be fair though, when I look at the beginners bracket nowadays, I look at that power level and think, damn, there was no way I was competing in that back then. That's crazy. It was so good. It was so good, this game. Who's next on the chopping block, by the way?
Just getting that sorted. There was also a dispute I missed, so
There's a dispute you missed. You should probably deal with that.
Yeah.
So are we going straight? Okay, so we're either going straight into Sylvie versus Volta. We might be looking at another angle.
Let's see. So what have we got? Jägerford and Junko again. Funnily enough, I hadn't heard the song that's playing on broadcast. Like it's an Xrd vocal track. I hadn't heard it at all before, but I installed a mod for a bunch of gear music on Lethal Company, and this song started playing. I was like, what is this track? I was like, oh, that's neat, I'll download it. This is just Naoki singing about his little boat.
Oh, that's cute.
It's called The Ship.
Little boat. Yes, the SS.
He just sings about like a little boat that's all beat up, but he's like, but it's my boat, it's a good boat. I love it. It's a really good song to have on when you're driving your own car, especially because my car's quite small.
Little boat. Oh no, that just makes me like unreasonably happy. Little boat, little boat. Right, use this chance to go get some more water. So you're gonna have to keep it contained, unless you're still doing the dispute, in which case I can
both. I pinged the players, but I'm also resolving the dispute.
Okie dokie dokie. I'll just keep on yapping then. Back to smoothies. I'm not sure if it's like anywhere else, but like I remember like quite a few years ago, like the little instant smoothies. They used to come with like a little, like around Christmas time, they used to come with like a little knitted woolen hat on top of each of the bottles, and that was like the cutest thing in the entire world. Tiny little beanie hats, little knitted beanie hats. I used to collect them. It was, I don't know what I used them for. I don't know where they've gone. I don't know where my little collection went, but it made me unreasonably happy. I don't know, sometimes just small versions of like big things just makes me very happy.
Sorry, what was this? I was disputing.
I was talking about like how like a few years ago the instant smoothies used to have like tiny little like beanies, like little woolen knitted woolen hats on top of the on top of the bottles. And every single one you got. So I used to just buy them and just and just and just collect them. I don't know, it was just super cute. Super cute.
Also, I have remembered the overlay before anyone says it. I just needed a moment to fix it.
Wait, is that really the color of Johnny's hat in this color scheme?
Yes.
But it looks so like out of place. I know. I think I would have much liked it if the hat was like the denim color, and then the jacket was the hat color. But that's just a me thing.
There we are.
So my question: how does Johnny do into Gio, or vice versa? How does Gio do to Johnny?
Well, I want to say, Gio would focus on with punishing, although they are quite big buttons to go around. Johnny somewhat can't just chuck out his big buttons.
I mean, being able to close the gap that quickly is definitely a big win in this matchup. Like, this is also, I think it's another matchup where minus 15 really is like a big factor here.
But he does also have decent options to actually like just get in there and contest stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, you got your usual Volt Deal Shenanigans. You got 6k. If you can't use your longest range buttons, why not bring the fight to Gio instead?
True. I think sometimes it's just based on like what is the resource? Like, what was the resource situation? Who's the aggressor? Like, at that point, who's got the health advantage? Oh. Well, that just happened.
Oh, I look away
fast
1
game.
second to do disputes, and there's
You missed the wall stick into the do nothing, into the jumping back to the center because there's a wall stick into death. I think it might have been a misinput, so that the wall damage didn't come through, or maybe they expected the wall splat, so they would just drop down. But regardless, I can't pronounce the name. Daigafru? How do you pronounce the name?
Diego? I don't know.
Diego. Johnny.
Is the player French? Is the French? French?
Doesn't look like French. Doesn't look French.
Diego. I'd say Diego.
Diego? Okay. Also, can you
Players
really
are
my
welcome
shot
to
image?
correct us if we mispronounce their names. It's fine in society.
Can you
Give us
really
guys.
some settling? I'm getting flashbacks to my VSF bracket. Being completely destroyed by Gideon on stream was not in my bingo card this year, but hey, it happened.
You did rock the baby, Gideon.
That is true,
And it
and I'm
worked.
very proud of it. But yes, if Volta's not on the stream, Gideon shouldn't be around.
Oh, Gideon's still on the stream, right?
Always is.
I forgot.
That's why I'm talking like that. I feel like the Johnny range is just being utilized so well right now. Like, being just outside range, and Junker's just having a hard time finding their way in. Johnny pressure isn't actually necessarily coming out. It's like every time the Gio doesn't actually need to approach herself. They start like getting the they start getting some momentum back.
Not the
Again, it
literal
comes back down
point,
to
but-
knowing when to flip between trying to play keep away or going on the aggressive. That's, I mean, as we all know, Johnny is a grappler. Oh, that was a cool sequence. High into low. Okay, this could be the comeback. Oh, this was the comeback. This goes to the wall.
Won't kill though.
Does it not? It kills.
No, it will actually. Alright, that was Gio downplay.
One.
I'm sorry, I'm not Anatolia, that was downplay.
Okay then, if you say so. 50 bursts spent by the Johnny to make sure that they can keep the aggression going, but burst it out. I'd say a good trade, 50 burst for 100 burst. With
I give you 50 of my burst, you give me 100. Fair.
the meters there for Johnny. There's a chance for a well, there you go, like a safe overhead. And there's a throw to seal the second game. Like, Johnny pressure becomes infinitely more scary once you have 50 meter. As soon as you have that meter, the ability to get that overhead just suddenly becomes available, and you're no longer looking just for that low. You're now looking. You're now looking for the instant overhead, and it's terrifying.
Bro, kill.
That's with that paired with the guide crush of a card. Ooh. I would not want to be on the receiving end of that. There's all down to whether Junko can start adapting to the Johnny range. If Junko can start figuring out how and when to get in, this is going to make the matchup a lot better. But it's tough. It's very tough. Knowing exactly when you can go in without the lingering hitbox being there. Oh, but the 2D to start off instantly bursted by Johnny. But once again, back in the corner, guard crush leaps. Card. The question is Gio fast enough to punish a card throw by immediately dashing in on reaction? I feel like that is potentially a possibility.
I imagine you're generally not like reading it super often, but like if you just assume Johnny was going to do it, hell yeah, absolutely.
It's just one of those things where after misfire guide crush, usually Johnny can do one of two things, right? They can try and reset their pressure with another card throw, or they can try and catch someone punishing the card throw.
I think Junko has noticed that Diego is trying to grab a lot of stuff and has successfully gotten quite a few shitties there.
The grappler.
That is the adaptation. Low-key Gio is a grappler when you think about it.
I mean, with that dash speed, I'd be a grappler too.
You know, I think it was EMEA GTST. It might have been. There was once a tournament for grabs only, and as you can imagine, Giovanna won.
Doesn't Gio have a smaller grab range to compensate the fact she has a very fast dash?
She has the lowest grab range in the game. But I mean, you have Gio step dash.
Fair.
Meanwhile, Nago is just like, oh, let me
Junko's on the
just
board.
pull up magnet hands.
Yes, it is. Woo!
Yeah, if you want a close slash meaty Nago, you actually have to like time it perfectly. You can't really space it perfectly. He's just going to grab you.
Yes.
You gotta time it perfect.
And I will do it. I will do it again.
These damn Nago players. Wake up grab.
Hey.
To be fair, I did wake up bite once and it worked.
I do it often.
Wake up bite is like evil.
It's definitely not because Twitter's TP is the same input. Nope, no siree.
Starship is wake up light.
No, that's just blatantly not true. Starship is way better than Wake Up Bite.
I don't know. Bite kind of means you win the game. I don't know.
No, it doesn't. When you bite, that means you're not level 2, not level 3 blood, so you're not doing insane damage with your heavy slash buttons.
Yeah, but then you get Samurai, less hits.
Yeah, I don't care. Just hit him with 2 buttons, they win. You win.
You're just
rather.
enjoying swinging the big sword. Yeah, the school of Michael has got to you. The school of Chain Dive Mike.
I'm enjoying swinging the big sword. Finally, a big button that doesn't have an extended hurt box.
We need to get Mike on comms again at some point. Because we had him do random Kenya facts, but he's actually in Kenya at the moment, so...
I miss Mike.
I miss Mike.
Well, it is game point for Diego.
Oh, true. John Gear.
John
In
Gear.
the corner currently. Oh, but not cancelled. It's a close slash punish.
That's a good amount of... That's a good amount of how much damage it did. Oh, well, there you go. Overhead RC is right there, ready. Once you hit 50 meter. 100 burst. Burst used.
2P finder. 2P finder.
50 meter to keep themselves safe, but it's over.
Diego, gonna get that free one.
Like, Junko looked like they had caught on to the shenanigans of Diego, but unfortunately, Diego managed to find their way back in. Well, unfortunately for Junko.
Right.
I feel like if this wasn't a best of 5 and it was a best of 7, it would have been so unbelievably close because Junko looked like they had started downloading.
The adapter.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be able to get our next match, which will be Style Points versus Epic's Dust or Scan.
Is Style Points on Eno again?
Yes, because their rating fell back in line. But if Style Points wins this one, I'm banning him.
Okay.
Only gets the 2 wins, because I'm like, you're kind of a little bit too good, but, you know, we let people get 2 to 3, and sometimes 4. It hasn't really been 4 in my time as the TO, but sometimes it's been 4. Like Jacob, Jacob can get 4 wins, because I think, right?
There's no favoritism here.
Oh, although one of the wins was like technicality.
Wait, hold on. This was Style Points?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got in that case. Style Points completely rolled me over in tower earlier today.
Oh, were you thinking you just got like fought by like some random Asino you'd never heard of because of the name?
Yes, 100%. Yeah,
Oh.
100%.
Yeah, he changed
Damn.
his name a bit.
I feel less bad now. I think I need to get some water. I'll be back in a second.
Alright, while he's away, let's talk mad shit. Mad shit, chat. This fucking Cubington guy. I've been saying. Nice fella. We should get more Blaze Blue and Grand Blue music in the playlist. Maybe we'll put some Street Fighter music in the playlist. Do you think we should just have like fighting game music for when we do the Strive tourneys? Because I have a different playlist for regular streams, but I just use fighting game music for tourney streams. So the VOD has music and is not copyrighted. Killer Instinct. I don't know the Killer Instinct music, to be fair. Epic's Dust on the Johnny. Unless they're swapping quickly. Historically an HC player. Even dressed for the part. Hisako. What's Hisako from? Can't say I know. Is that like Uni or Melty or something? I can't just put themes on like that, though, I will say, because oh, it's Killer Instinct, man. Because my playlist is all on PC.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Uses the meter to cover for the concentration. Epic's Dust. Not able to kill with the dust. The dust was not so epic. That is such a bad joke. I shouldn't make that joke. But closes it out with the 2S. If my name was Epic Dust, I would press 2D so often, because I feel like people would. Nah, maybe I'm overthinking that. They'd like expect me to use dust. I'd be like, I'm just gonna spam below. Get your shins kicked in, sucker. Style points. Just bringing it back around, but then a good old YRC into the grab. Kills him. The dust. It's game 1. Wait, are we in? Oh, we're in losers. Oh shit, both these players are in losers? Oh right, yeah. This is like such a match I'm used to seeing in winners.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And he gets to steal the corner with that. And does not bait the burst, knowing that Style Points had been not bursting in like had been calling out the burst baits, I mean to say. God. I could not do proper commentary today. I'm too ill, I'm too cooked. I had to do an 8-hour shift before this as well. I was like, oh god, we are just fugging it out. Nice catch. Gets the burst. Gets the burst and the round. That's strong to scan.
Just a prick.
Gets grabbed on the landing recovery, I think. Timing perfect. Burst. Wants to keep that momentum. Style Points get the opportunity to get a bit of that burst back and does have 100 meter. But this has historically been, even though it's gotten better, this has historically been a matchup where Ino does very much struggle to get in. No hard knockdown though, this could be the chance that Style Points would need. This is the no off the... Gonna use the burst. And the dust seals the deal. Epic dust. Nice. Yeah, if my jokes are bad, I did used to get called the dad with no kids at my former workplace. I do make dad jokes. I'm sorry. No, I'm not really that sorry though. I'm gonna have to hold that.
Mankind knew that they can
2 games up now. 4. Scan. Happens, we'll get the burst. Big counter hit and gets the burst bait successfully this time.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Yeah, welcome back. Scan has been gaming. Is now 2-0 up and almost set point. Another pixel.
Oh damn! This is crazy. This is actually nuts.
Yeah. Now that's set point.
How well does HC do into school?
Historically, this matchup was horrendous for Eno. It's gotten better because Eno has gotten better and HC has gotten worse. Just simply. But I think in the earliest seasons, this was genuinely like a 7-3, maybe worse.
I mean, I could see it.
It used
like
to be one of the worst matchups in the game.
Like a lot of the counterplay to HC is you want to dash block and not be in the air when he's got bullets in concentration.
And HC's zoning used to be insanely good, whilst
Yeah.
now it's not great. Like it's
Also,
quite
like, how-
serviceable still in this matchup though.
I feel like you just need to kind of send it. You just kind of go in before HC has you in a lockdown, right? Because again, you can't dash block on Eno, right? You have to kind of hover. You have to be in the air. You can't. It's very hard to deal with, right?
And at the brink of defeat, Style Points gets a game on the board. And now you're back. I'll let you yap for a moment because I need the toilet.
Oh, okay. Well, please update the scores before. Okay, cool. Scores have in fact been updated. Why are there 8 people in this room? Who are you people? I can only imagine how difficult this matchup would have been in the past, right? Like, Eno's playstyle is just so. Well, I guess one of Eno's best ways of getting in would be stroke, right? Yeah, fast traveling on the ground. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes more sense. I guess a lot of it's still reticle footsies. It's just gonna be a lot more in the air than on the ground. How strong was Happy Chaos? At one point, Happy Chaos was the best character in the game. There there are many instances in some fighting games where you can essentially checkmate an opponent, where even if they played perfectly, there was no way they could feasibly win, and Happy Chaos could do that. Happy Chaos's zoning was on another level, and Happy Chaos has had many changes, many nerfs to put him into the state that he is now. Very unique character. But the way he works is that there's two gauges there. You have your bullets and you have your concentration. Obviously you need bullets to fire the gun, and the concentration is used to actually aim the reticle. So there's two ways of using the gun as well. So you can fire, you can whip out the gun, and then you can have the reticle slowly appear around the opponent and then home in, and then you fire. And you can fire whenever you want to. The reticle might not even be on them, but you can still fire and waste a bullet. Or you can use that concentration to guarantee that the shot's gonna hit.
Also,
did you ever see
we did
HC
see
throw a little?
We saw Scan lose to one of the nerfs there. That scapegoat would have covered Scan safely and given him a combo effectively.
I see.
But
yes, they did nerf the clone a while ago.
Eno managed to hit him through the scapegoat, which you did not used to be able to do until season 4.
So the biggest thing about HC, at least the zoning HC, is that if you ever see HC throw out a little orb, a little bouncing orb, if it hits the opponent, they become cursed. And if they are cursed, for the duration of the curse, they cannot. The bullets cannot miss. So, way back when, if you get in a situation where you're full screen, you have the resources to constantly regain your to regain your bullets, to regain your concentration, and to keep them permanently cursed. So all they can do is wait until they run out of tension, and then die to chip damage. It was a time. A time that I never experienced. I've only ever seen it. Oh yeah, you can technically insta-block it.
Yeah, you
at
can
the same time,
technically
it's
insta-block to beat chip damage, but yeah.
you're still losing. Like if the HC plays perfectly and makes no mistakes, you're never escaping. You're never escaping that checkmate.
He can't checkmate you with zoning anymore, right?
Yeah, in general,
he
in this
kinda
game,
used to be able to checkmate you with positive bonus, and just his steady aim being so broken.
like the only realistic checkmates left in this game would be if the opponent has no tension or super low health and you have enough tension for a super. That's probably it. That's probably the only checkmate you have left. But even then, you can still IB it. There are no true checkmates in this game. They're very unreal. They're very theoretical checkmates where the chance of them coming out of it alive is super low. But there's nothing crazy like that yet. Happy Chaos, I think, is such an interesting character in the way that he was designed. The ability to just using your gun to juggle both zoning and your pressure is crazy. Because you can since you didn't know, you can use the gun. You can fire the gun during any period of any time during your offense as well. So you can say you can hit something and then you can use gun. And that means you'll cover any gaps in your pressure. Who I say is some of the strong characters right now? I'd say Nago, Slayer, Gold Lewis. I guess Potemkin.
Yeah,
that's debatable. Yeah. A lot of the characters are very strong right now. Oh yeah, how'd I forget Ram? Yeah, Ram's strong. May's always strong.
No, apparently her nerfs are actually quite notable.
It looks like it.
According to Hitachi.
I think the nerfs look quite substantial. The fact that she has, I don't know, was it 5 times the number of nerfs of Slayer is a little nuts.
Nerf Slayer ball.
A little nuts. Johnny, yeah, I mean that's the big one. I think Johnny's strong. I personally think Johnny's strong. Again, it's sometimes the strength of a character can come down to what character you are playing personally as well, because your character might have a good matchup into it, and also how good are you at playing around their tools. someone might see one character way stronger than someone else, and often that's really down to certain, like the person who's assessing, like their own personal circumstances.
All right, we'll run the we'll run the ad break because it was about to run. I'm like, better get out of the way before the game. God damn it.
Fair. Tell the players not to start
I did.
the game yet. Okay. God, my throat is so scratchy right now.
My throat
I've been there for a while.
Not the best, although that's just because I'm ill.
Yeah.
F-R-E, right? Oh, I had to check the spelling. No, I forgot the U. There we go. Ooh, Losers top 8.
Lotus Skyfish can checkmate sometimes, but it's not that common. Oh yeah, I can see that. I can 100% see that.
Quite a few upsets going on in bracket today.
There's a lot of upsets going on.
Ava out in losers round 4. Wheat out in losers round 4. CY out in losers round 4.
Damn.
And now we just lost style points.
I mean, if I was playing the bracket, there would also be another upset. I'd be very upset.
Nice. Oh, Bridget Rose. Oh, bless them. I have a little mental image when I read the Bridget patch notes, or Bridget not really being there, and I just imagined a little Luca in my head going, sobbing.
Bridget by proxy is slightly getting buffed because everyone else is getting nerfed.
Bridget got a very small buff.
Like, she lives slightly longer against some of the cast. Slightly longer. Only
and
slightly.
her damage didn't get any lower.
Whoa.
They should make 6H do more damage. I think it would be funny if the butt did more damage.
I don't think so. I wouldn't want that.
It's just a funny butt move.
It's the funny butt move for sure, but do you know how hard it is to root the funny butt move mid-screen?
Well, I don't know, like, give her Orange Wilder Soul.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Do it. I'll take it. Maybe I can confirm off my far normals like Ram can.
Yeah. That would be
you know how much I dislike the matchup. I have many things to say about the Ram Bridget
I would
matchup.
just be sad about Ram.
I keep getting gapped by Ram players. Their normals are very similar to mine, and I lose the joust and then I die, and I'm sad. But that's just a me problem. I feel like it's just like I lose in neutral because I could do better. And it is what it is. Always looking to improve.
I'm gonna let the players know they can start because the ad break is it. Bro, they just started anyway. Did they time this? They started at the 3-minute time. Yo, they're timing it.
They're timing it. They're watching the ads like, okay, ad break over. Let's go!
Thank you for putting up with the ads, chat.
Johnny Testament matchup. I could see this being bad for Testament.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, heck, when they buffed Johnny in Season 4, they even just showed him beating up Testament.
How? Zipping across the screen.
It's not a nice matchup.
That's not okay.
Oh, dear lord. Oh, shit's happening. Oh, that was a classic, like, scramble thing there. Like, some stuff dropped, and then Jacob was like, wait a second, it dropped. I would have got hit by that. I would have been like, this motherfucker dropped their combo, I'm going to press on them. And then you get hit by a close slash.
To be fair, most of the cars can dash out the opposite side. But Johnny has a little bit more of a leeway. Like, if you dash on the startup of opposite side, you can just run past it.
So you fluff, thanks for the break.
Depends on your characters. Depends on the character move speed.
Thanks very much.
Get a free sub? Hey, it's a free money glitch.
Free money. I love the free money glitch. That is the best one if you
great.
happen to have Amazon Prime. It's like, oh, you could just hand out a sub to somebody and it doesn't cost you any extra. It's good.
Oh, we just missed Jacob Agalia Testament taking a round.
Now you can use a testament emote. My testament emote is a bit old. But
Hey, I've got it. I got you.
your testament
I got you.
emote is better than mine. Let me post yours.
I got you with my testament emote.
I can post it too. Look, I'm a GateKeep sub.
Haha. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Oh no! No!
Oh shit, we'll look away for
I
one
looked
second.
away.
Jacob Argalia
No.
Tettleman's been perfected.
Not biased, by the way.
I can imagine Jacob randomly saying, "God damn it, I tried to do a Zato combo," because he's been playing a bunch of Zato recently for fun. Funnily enough, I played a little bit of Strive when I was at Meltdown for Matt's birthday. Just a little bit with Heapski and Jacob. And I played Sol against his Zato. He'd been cooking some... I think you fought it, haven't you?
I've been fighting his
cooking some stuff on
Zato
that
non-stop.
Ooh, blasted, thanks for the follow.
That Zato has been like giving me grief when I when I don't know what my mash buttons are. When a Zato appears in my face with the Eddie stand, I'm gonna die. It's still fun to play against though. What's not fun is being juggled by the John. Oh no, the YRC comes out and doesn't provide much space.
And that's one thing you do have to keep in mind.
Oh, good grab. Good
It's
grab.
good against some things Johnny represents, but Johnny, if he chooses to be, can be quite reversal safe. Counting YRC as a reversal too, since it
You have to watch out for the 50 meter, but is this good enough to seal it? No, the drop! 50 meter as well. Oh, that's it. This is the round.
No, it's
this is
not
the round.
that.
Never mind,
Oh.
never punished. God damn. My heart.
Thank you, Fluff. I drew them all myself, except that Sin one. That was drawn by my good friend Michael.
I miss Michael.
I think that's my only emote that wasn't drawn by me or a weird edit like me. I did make
You want me?
one Photoshop emote, which is the other Sin emote. That's funny.
You want me to?
I only have two emotes I didn't draw, and they're both Sin. The character I play the most of.
Do you want me to draw you an emote?
That's funny. I mean, you could, but I don't have any slots.
Oh.
Also, I'm not allowed to draw any for myself until I finish Loaf's emotes.
That's why I said do you want me to draw you one?
What, a Loaf emote? No, I need to draw a
No,
Loaf
no,
emote.
no, your own emote.
Oh.
I'm not drawing your
I was
emote
gonna
for
say,
Loaf.
you can't draw his commission for me. I need to draw. I just need your advice.
I mean, again, I'm always here if you need help drawing.
I do.
You just never draw anymore.
Shimmy.
Oh, this is a tough situation.
Johnny
This doesn't kill, but like, it's tough. It's a rough time. Hard knockdown into. Nini has burst back though. No, never mind. The Wild Assault seals the Wild Assault removes the burst from Testament. Making it so there's no way of bursting out of that.
Smart. Smart.
It is a smart move.
Johnny one
see that?
finer.
If you see that burst is nearly coming back and you're going in for the winning play, Wild Assault, steal their burst, make it unburstable. Something I should be doing more often, but I don't. All sorts of little microadaptations
To be
can
fair,
really
if you're
lead
not
up
using
to a
Wild
win.
Assault, can I say my bad on that one? Am I allowed to say that?
I mean, it's not your fault. Probably.
It might partially be my fault.
So who plays left and right? It's well, see on the podium they just pick. Like they walk up to it and they just pick. Like there's no real way of deciding.
Oh. In theory,
Oh.
they could argue about it if they wanted to, but like nobody really does that in this game. I think it's actually only Tekken players that do that. Mike
I
told
mean,
me Tekken players do
understandable, though.
fucking argue for left right.
I mean that's understandable because buttons are inversed when you play Tekken. Since your left and right inputs are your attack buttons are mapped to your left and right punches and kicks. So like what you have like left arm, left foot, right foot. So when you go to the other side, you need to press the other attack button. It's not just as simple as changing what direction you press. You're actually pressing the different button. So it's a bit wacky.
Diego
But-
gonna take it clean with a 3-0.
That's
Jacob Argalia Tettman gone for now, but we always see him back.
Looks like you
we'll see him back. one of these days he will get that next win, and he will finally be banned.
Also, I'm gonna run the winners match because I was supposed to run it in play before this one, but I kind of forgot. So
Yeah, the attack buttons are also inverse to the movement. Yes, that is true. That is correct.
oh my God,
So
I
it-
can't fight.
So instead of like left punch, DP left punch, it's a DP right punch. So like it's for a for a non-Tekken player that sounds so weird until you realize it's it sounds extremely weird until you like understand that it's mapped to each limb.
You played it on the PSP, damn. I need to get a PSP. I only have a Vita at the moment. I have a couple of Vitas, but I don't have a PSP.
I have a PSP. I have two. That's a lie. I have one. I'm my
Yeah.
sister's.
Please look at the order. See, the way I normally do it is I run the 2 winners matches, then I'll run 2 losers, and then I run winners final, and then I do the rest of losers. Sometimes
Really?
I've done 4 losers matches and then I've done winners, but I like winners to like play a little bit in the middle.
I get that.
So
But sometimes, like sometimes the thrill, like the momentum of the gauntlet from on the lower side, is really what propels people to keep going, right?
yeah,
Like I think from losers, you could play what, like 4 games straight into the finals, into the reset, into the win, and that's like the best feeling in the world.
yeah.
Like
You also,
I
don't
did it
want to
so
have
well.
like, what was it, Zippy doing winners finals hella early and then sitting there for more than half an hour and he almost falls asleep.
True, right? That's understandable. Not always the. I don't think there's like any best way to do it. There's like pros and cons to both sides. You do this by the policy of first come, first serve.
That's funny. Also,
I
will you
call
be
dibs.
starting the game with your back shot, game 1?
You got to put the kidney back on.
Should I just preemptively give Volta a back shot immediately? Because we normally
Yes,
do it
right.
after 1 game, but maybe today is the day that back shots come out.
Not yet. Not yet.
Alright, not
Okay.
yet. I
Remove
see.
it.
We reserve the back shots.
Oh, 2H start.
Bloody hell, this is a
I
match
see.
of the hard hitters. Gold Lewis Slayer, yikes.
I see Slayer 2H in my nightmares.
I find it funny actually how it really has become a running thing. Volta actually usually loses the first match, then says give me my badge, and then proceeds to either win the set or at least win the next match every time. Oh yeah, overlay.
Oh
bad.
my god, the windmill, the
stream went
BT
down.
windmill.
See, this is why I made my intermission screen transparent, so if I ever do forget, which I think that is the first time I've done that, or second,
Just don't
you can
forget.
still see the
Warhead.
game. Well, yeah, easier said than done.
I mean, to be fair, it is the intermediate stream.
And yeah, we have to do a little bit of scuff.
Oh, the good mash out.
That is 100 meter for Volta. Can't use it on reversal, mind you. This is Season 4 Slayer, but you do have backdash and a lot of money for a meter. Well, he probably has a lot of money as well.
I think it's interesting seeing Sylvie spend the resource, the security gauge, on a double knockdown BT, just for the extra little bit of damage. Like that BT is already a hard knockdown, but you're spamming it twice just to get a little bit more damage. I'm not. Oh my god! Sylvie's churning. And that's one good thing about the 360 inputs for the super. It is not. You don't have to do it both clockwise or anti-clockwise based on direction. It works regardless of what side you're on. You do it the same way every single time. So it kind of looks like a flash kick in that sense.
Mr. President,
Volta.
So regardless of where the crossover came up, that was the super.
Need someone to Photoshop Deck's face onto Dizzy. That would be funny.
But which side would
Alright, they're
which
coming
wing?
out.
Bring up the back shots? Alright.
How often is this a tradition? Volta loses game
Was it
1.
both
It
sides?
says give me my badge, and then we'll win the set or win the next game at least. This is like every time.
I'm assuming Gideon knows this is happening, right?
I don't know. Maybe Gideon's like lurking. I don't normally see him in the chat. I, funnily enough, have not asked Gideon if I can use his likeness. Maybe I should.
I don't.
But
Frankly, I think
I also
Gideon
think
would find it
Gideon
hilarious.
wouldn't care.
I think Gideon would find it really funny.
Gideon would find it funny.
Oh, it's a 0-1. That's the set count right now.
Yeah. Well, I thought I clicked update on that. God damn it.
Well, turns out you didn't. I'm curious, like, so Sylvie is opting to use the security gauge just to get a little bit more damage on like small combos rather than using on those huge like cycles, like double right there, a little bit extra damage. And I'm curious as to whether that's going to change.
Well, you know what they
next patch.
say? They say an egg in the basket's better than two in the bush.
True, but I think the next patch, since the security gauge is gonna delay a little bit longer after you cancel, after you BT cancel, is that gonna be worth it anymore? Or would you rather have the security gauge for drone OT, or potentially for a much bigger combo later?
No.
That's gonna be something that's gonna have to do a little bit rerouting if need be.
Super Mapper gets the hard knockdown. Good chunk of damage. 50
I mean, here's the thing.
in the burst.
It is Slayer. Never mind. I was gonna say,
And
never count
Bro's
Slayer
been
out.
packing silver bullets.
I mean, technically, you gotta use that security gauge on the gun. That also works.
Silver bullets, bro.
Silver bullets. I thought silver bullets before werewolves.
Double the bat. I can't. I mean, I can give Sylvie one. I don't have two double Gideons on the left.
Why not? It'd be funny. Just put one behind the
Because I
other.
would have to copy and paste them in, and I'm like lounging right now.
Do it.
No, I'll give Sylvie.
Garlic pizza and silver bullets. It's just copy paste, then tap right on your copy and paste, and then move the one behind, like to the right, like 5 pixels or something. So you can just see just enough like second Gideon behind.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, I looked away and Slayer did the damage. There you go. You never count any of these two characters out. Once, like even if they're on low HP, one good confirm can actually just even out the score, the health bars. Oh, that 2H extends very far. I think it probably clipped Gold Lewis's feet. Well, no meter for the hard knockdown, but there is still burst. The White Wild Assault is still the White Wild is still available. Volta does have the burst if they want to secure the win. Trying to secure the win right here, right now. 100 meter. Oh, he falls to the low of the 6k.
And you could say you can use old White Wild Assault if you also have 50 tension. White Wild Assault into RC to make a plus.
I mean, yes, but why?
Well, it forces you in. It makes it your turn.
That's
fine.
I mean, fair.
It's expensive.
Sylvie's been doing a great job of checking that backdash. That slow backdash, like 5p into BT has caught the backdash on the 5p. And that's the thing, you would do that anyway because you would use that BT to confirm the 5p anyways. Volta fighting for another set, another chance,
Whoa!
but the BT swing will catch them.
Yes, hello? I'd like to request a pizza.
And that is a 0-3 to Sylvie.
Sylvie on a blooming mission.
Security mission.
He's sitting in Grand's winner's side off the back of that. Volta not out though. Just temporarily down for the count. No.
You want the
No,
players
wait,
to
that's
win,
not
but
how
the
the saying
characters to
works.
lose.
Down but not for the count. That's the saying.
Danny stepped into the dead zone, but Master Hammer is into the top of the hitbox.
Oh, no. Slayer banged his
feels
head on
bad.
the fucking roof. I want the players to win, but the characters to lose. That is a classic
I can
strive
jump
move.
out my head.
I could root for a Slayer player, but God, I dislike Slayer. You know what I mean? There should be 3 games or so. Let's see what we got. It might be 4 actually. Yeah, it's 4 games.
4 games.
Because
there's four games and then potentially a reset.
Yeah.
And that might put us to 9 o'clock for CEO Otaku.
Yeah, also that is a thing. If you don't know, with grand finals, the player who's on winner's side effectively has an extra life that they can lose, and they would get sent down to losers if they lost. So the person in losers has to win grands twice. The person on winner's side of grands only has to win once.
So that's what it means by bracket reset.
Yeah.
So I like the analogy where everyone has 2 lives when
Yeah.
entering a tournament. So you can lose a set once, is the best way to put it. It means that there's a lot more leeway in case you just had like a bad game or something. And then you have great stories of people coming up from losers, making the big losers, the hero losers run all the way to the finals.
And we getting into this one. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta I gotta have that go through. I accidentally typed "we blasting" in the score instead of the name.
War Run 6H had its damage reduced by 3. Why 3? Well,
We
next time maybe you
blasted,
survive
look at that.
maybe you survive on 3 HP against Chip. Who knows? Why 3? I have no clue why 3. Maybe it's to do with meter gain. I don't know.
You still have anger issues about that 06. Oh, fair.
We have the overlay.
We do. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm fumbling more than usual today. I am ill though. I get slightly more excuse.
I'm gonna say right now, Faust HC looks so funny as Faust needs to dash block like I'm coming to get you.
I like Faust's blocking animation a lot.
Oh, the trumpets!
The snip,
the
snip,
trumpet
snip.
command grab confirmed. That's crazy.
Why 3? I don't know. Also, they didn't fix the rope H hitbox, did they? I think someone was saying.
Everyone's falling prey to this Faust overhead today.
How do you counter Happy Chaos?
Run at him.
Labbing and gumption, I don't know.
Essentially, there's two ways, right? First, you need to know your effective range, your character's effective range.
Kill him.
So once you know that effective range, you want to find your way in. Usually, it consists of dash blocking. So you run, and then when they're about to fire, you block. Once you're in your effective range, you can threaten to counter him when he's trying to shoot. That's the way you get you on your offense. If you're on the defensive, you pray that you've labbed enough.
Yeah.
Often.
HC is going to be
if you-
tricky to learn to fight at first.
It is, yeah. Because a
When
lot
you're
of
new,
HCs,
HC players also won't be very good.
100%, yeah. The good HC players will feed off your inexperience. But that's just a lot of characters, to be honest. A lot of characters will just feed off inexperience. But a lot of the people that play HC tend to be very good because they're stuck with a hard character. That's usually how hard characters go. Usually the people that play hard characters tend to be very good because they're stuck with it.
The real fight is fought outside the game, throwing hands at locals. You get annoyed at your opponent's character pick, so you just start throwing hands IRL.
You send the fisticuff via text.
Yeah, you send them a fist emoji and say, "You, this is you if you don't
Block
swap
this.
character right now."
Cash
It
these
is
hands.
easy. Okay, man. Okay. HC
think-
is not like ultra hard, but he's not easy.
I think a lot of characters, like on a fundamental level, can be a lot easier than people may think. But as you get into the nitty-gritty and do a lot harder optimals and all sorts of wacky setups, inputs can be difficult. And it's one of those things you just kind of learn with time. Like the barrier to entry for some characters really is not as high as people might think. Now getting very good at those characters, that's a different matter. I think playing Bridget at a low level is one of the easiest things you can do. Coming from the Bridget player. You press fast slash, you press heavy fast slash, then you press heavy slash, you press 2S, you win.
Why do they come to the lobby after every match? That is partially because the lobbies are a bit buggy. So one, it means that we don't get the spectator bug where it kicks out one of the spectators. And two, it's because if you lose, you're allowed to swap characters. The winner is not allowed to swap characters. Well, technically they actually are, but if they do, they forfeit a round. So no one ever does it.
True.
Fun fact to anyone who didn't know that, you can swap characters on a win if you really want to, but you have to give the opponent a win as well.
You think Alpha's the easiest character?
Maybe. When you're absolutely brand new, maybe not, but like... For somebody who
clearly
knows
never
the
seen
game,
me play
yeah,
Naga.
Alpha's probably the simplest character to just pick up on the left.
You've never seen me play Naga. I flew kill a couple of times and then I mash heavy slash. Cool, and then I win. Easiest character in the game.
Oh no, called out on the item toss and you got your banana
100%. Damn.
Or
Next thing
stole
you
your
know-
lunch money.
Stole your lunch money, took the kids.
And almost kills you at gunpoint too, like. Bro, I was getting like robbed here. And Gumba stopped. Oh, bloody hell.
Duel 2.
I think HC out of all the characters really is like a nice check matchup. If the HC can take advantage of the fact that the opponent doesn't know how to do certain things, it might be over. This is the case with a lot of characters, but HC is like can be stupidly aggressive. Not aggressive. What's the word?
Wake up Pro saves the day.
I will ignore my word. I can't remember it. Brain. Woohoo! Through the wall. I guarantee you that one word's gonna come back to me at in 5 hours time when I'm in bed.
Epic's the burst farmer right now. Humble burst farmer.
Aggressive is the word. Thank you very much.
The trait
Is
of
it
a
good
good
HC
HC player? It varies. I would say a mixture of rotating their options and actually knowing defense, because HC doesn't have a reversal, so you kind of have to know how to block or how to not get your YRC baited. And Scan gonna take that one cleanly, 3-0.
No, sometimes knowing your matchups, knowing whether the matchup requires you to make space or to go on the aggressive. Knowing your opponent's ranges is also a big thing. Knowing when you are safe to take your turn.
That means the next match is going to be Scan can stay here and fight Diego. Volta is doing something in the corner.
Wait, so who are the two players playing right now?
Johnny HC. Scan versus Diego.
Johnny HC. Alright. This looks like a nightmare for HC. It might be a nightmare for HC, actually.
I think this is a Johnny favoured matchup. Though
Okay,
I
'cause,
don't think it's like significantly Johnny favoured. It's just kind of the ball is in his court a little bit. So to
I
speak.
feel like it really comes down to whether Johnny gets cursed or not.
Yeah, and
if Johnny
even
isn't
then,
cursed-
like, do you actually massively care about the HC zoning as Johnny? You know, it's more
I mean,
like
if you-
he's going to use the
if you're-
curse to approach to mix you. I think.
I think it really depends, right? Since Johnny still can't technically dash block, but the dash is so fast, you can probably dash and then block, right? Yes, this is fire steady aim full screen.
Yeah, like exactly. You can
This
just
guy
misfire him.
brought a sword to the gunfight.
And okay, you're right back. I'll let you
Okay,
carry this
okay,
one.
I shall yap then.
They blame the beasts, heaven or hell.
Wait, which dumbass Johnny tweet did you do, Dak?
We know how this is.
I guess this matchup really does just come down to whether, like, how well Johnny can get in, right? And then apply pressure. Because, like, HC's biggest weakness is actually just being in block pressure. Even from the Matrix versus Johnny dodging nerfs. Oh. I mean, I think that's how a lot of people feel about it. That's the thing. Like right there, just how easy can Johnny get in whilst being cursed? Yes. So here's the thing: a lot of characters that don't do much, that don't have high damage, but have high mix and do lots of hits, will generate a lot of tension and a lot of burst for the opponents, which is usually how the aggressive amount of exact can be balanced, or is balanced currently. Is the fact that the opponent gets so many more resources to then try and deal with it. How much they gain is well, that's something to be tweaked with. Some people say it's a little too much that we gained some characters, but as of right now, the amount of gained is fairly universal. But HC ounce of concentration, so Johnny's just free to dash up on them.
Yeah, found the burst, but then used the scapegoat, and like that just doesn't work anymore. That would have worked last patch.
Who's a good character in fundamentals?
I guess.
The answer that a lot of people give is Kai. If you want to learn fundamentals. Personally, whilst Kai's good for fundamentals, if you're very new to the game, 100% just pick a character you think looks cool.
Yeah.
Fundamentals can come later. The one thing you want to do is just enjoy the game. Like, once you start enjoying a game, that's when you can say, hey, now I want to focus on getting better. Like, if your long-term goal is to get better at the game, then you can study up. But honestly, just have fun.
It is always worth playing the character that you think is interesting first. Man, the first character I learned was Pot. I did not have fundamentals. I just knew how to input a special and a super better than most players.
The characters you think you look cool are HC and Asuka. I see.
Those are difficult characters. I would suggest Asuka between those two, though. Asuka's inputs are relatively easy for what he is. He's just kind of... You have to learn to improv.
I mean, here's the thing, like, even characters that quote-unquote don't have the same amount of fundamentals as Kai, they will all find ways of helping you excel at something else, right? To a certain extent, like, I feel like Asuka will help you learn to improv and learn to play on the spot. Oh, dashes straight past the the impending ball of curse.
You had to face the mighty Johnny.
The ball of curse. I'm gonna call it the ball of curse from now on. Was that the first game or the second game?
I think that was the first game. Why am I a pot player? Is it because I came to this game to try pot? I was going to be a Ram player, and then they removed Ram from the game and replaced it with a new character, which I don't like.
I think despite like how hard some people say some characters are, again, the barrier to entry is lower than you think. Just play what you think looks cool, and you can learn things from there. That's my advice. Play what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Because sure, you might get better at a character that you don't enjoy playing, but then you're not enjoying playing the game. What's the point, right? What is the point? There was a period of time where I tried to learn Kai so I can improve my fundamentals, and I didn't have a good time, honestly. I didn't have a great time, so I just stopped. But I mean, often I think that was partially because I wasn't great at the game in general, and I was very inflexible in the way I played because of the character I played. And also, like, if you play a character and think, hey, actually I'm not enjoying this, let's play a different character, that's fine, that's also fine. Now you know what the character you tried does. That's the big thing. Like, some people can play multiple characters, And one of the big pros of that is not necessarily that they can switch during bracket. In casual tower play, who really cares about that? The main thing you get from playing lots of characters is that you learn what the characters do. And now you know what to look out for. At least, like, when you start off, that's what I think is very valuable about trying out lots of characters. Also finding what you like. Sometimes you might think something isn't for you, and then you try the character out, you're like, hey, I like this. But at the same time, people play different characters for different reasons. Like, not everyone likes the way that the character that they chose plays. They still enjoy the character because they like the way the character looks, or they like the theming of the character. Or they enjoy the general playstyle, but not like every single nitty-gritty part. Just experiment. Have fun. It's a game after all, right? Of course, like, learning to get good at this game is still like a skill in itself. Any other skill. Like playing a musical instrument, drawing, getting good at cooking as well. Like, if you enjoy it, do it. If you're not enjoying it, don't. There we go. You have Skarn making a comeback, looking to try and get a game on the board. Straight into the wall break. Unfortunately, the recovers some focus by unable to get the curse, but the burst comes out from Diego. Wall break. No meters for the hard knockdown. And the fast slash does catch Epic Dust. Yeah, catches Skarn. It's getting to me that their IGNs are not the same as the names that they chose in bracket. Oh, this is a tough situation. How does HC answer the Johnny corner pressure?
How does HC deal with it? Well, he hasn't got anything special, has he, really? Unless he wants to hard call out certain things of a role. Johnny's usually a spacing where that wouldn't work, though.
It is, yeah. Like, a good Johnny will space based on, like, what the...
He gotta be humble,
like,
he
the
can't
best,
mash
the best
like
way of
everyone else.
punishing the card throw would be, right? It's like, Bridget's best way of dealing with Johnny pressure in the corner is that on reaction, you press 5H when they throw a card. The good Johnny players will be just outside the 5H range when they throw a new card. Which means that if you need to react into micro dash and then 5H, which usually is, if you don't react fast enough, not enough time. But if you are that range, you then have enough time to do other shenanigans. So it is just a constant back and forth, constant rock paper scissors as to how you want to play the corner pressure. The RC into the instant overhead. Unfortunately, went for a little more focus and get punished for it. And now we're back to the misfired. Nope, never mind. The burst comes out and back to the corner. Here's no head with the RC.
What's that
The
score
YRC
right now?
is one way to get back
2-0
out.
for Johnny?
It's 2-0 for Johnny, yes.
Set point now, then.
Is there a matchup that isn't Johnny favored this patch?
Take a breather. Good question. I think he has losing matchups.
I'm sure he's losing matchups.
Doesn't he kind of lose to Chip?
A lot of characters theoretically lose the chip.
They do. Chip gets very theoretical.
And a lot of characters theoretically lose to a lot of other characters, and then damage happens, right?
I'm actually trying to think, who does Johnny lose to? Do we have any Johnny
Nago
names?
5H.
Confirmed.
Nago 5H, my favorite character.
I could see him losing to Nago.
I can see a lot of characters losing to Nago.
Yeah, Nago can just decide you lose. He loses to... Dude, that's what I... that's what I say about, like, Yone players in League. They don't lose because of their character, they only lose because of them. Like, I'm not gonna flame people to that level on Scribe though. That's like League flame for me.
I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm still not as knowledgeable about this game as I would like to be. Like, Johnny has a lot of very good matchups, but then doesn't hard win a lot of matchups, right?
He's a very stable.
Yeah, stable
Nice
character, very consistent character, very good burst bait. It's gone on the board.
This is kind of where Sin is usually historically been good. Even when Sin was like bad in Season 2, he didn't have a lot of hard losing. He just kind of slightly lost most of his matchups. He's always been very stable. Johnny is very stable too.
Stable is a good
Sin's
word.
even like that too now, except for certain characters like Bridget, where he kind of like 7 Freezer.
Don't remind me.
That matchups.
There's a reason I picked up Nago. You play the characters I hate.
So you counterpicked me.
I counterpicked you, of course I do.
I wonder what Naga loses.
And I'm still gonna lose to you, because you're better than me.
To be fair, even though it's like Sin's worst matchup, I like playing Sin Naga.
You're crazy. You're absolutely nuts.
Oh, it's kind of fun.
Again, I feel like a lot of the time, matchups really depend on the player. How good a player is at playing against them. Like, I think matchups can be good or bad on paper, but in practice, things can change. Things can change very dramatically. There's like risk reward, amount of damage they deal, amount of damage they do.
You need to know
And
why
sometimes it's
as
just
well.
the players. Yeah, you need to know why something happens.
Like using Sin as another example, you see quite a lot of Sin mains on Twitter saying that Sin loses to Testament. And it's like, no, he doesn't. You just have to know why he beats Testament. If you're not contesting the, well, formally, it's getting changed now, but if you're not contesting stuff like the extended Grave Reaper boss, you're handicapping yourself massively. Sin shits on that.
Tower Sin
Also,
against
I
me,
mean, you
against
have
my
Elf
Bridget.
Hunt and JH, like, you're fine. Even if you don't know what you're doing.
Sin does not lose to Jacko. I don't care what you say. Legit, Sin does not lose to Jacko.
He's had phases.
Joker's just a clown.
Sounds like a skill diff.
Jacko's just got a bait DP sometimes. Snail does it. Snail gaps.
Well, Snail always gaps.
Snail does gap.
Snail.
Snail is one of the gapper Jackos.
Snail is no emoji Jacko edition. And we love him for it. I once asked Snail for like, how do I deal, like, can I have a little bit of advice? And then I got like a fucking TED talk the next day when I woke up. It was great, I loved it.
Oh, dude, DP cancel from Minion was so fun when you're the Sin player. I miss it. I don't even want DP cancel on block back. I just liked it against cubes and minions. It was funny.
You're the worst kind of person.
What? It's annoying on their end, but it's fun on my end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy playing Nago.
I have to play against like
Enjoy-
Yone in League of
enjoy
Legends.
killing you in 3-6Hs.
You have to play against like Yone in League. That's all on my end. I have to, like, this character's simply going to be upon me, you know? I have to put up with that.
Exactly.
Oh wait, who
you
won
say-
that one? Is it? What are we doing?
HC lost.
So I
gone
think
lost.
it's 3-1, right?
It's 3-1, yes.
It is.
You flame Yone players all the time. I'm gonna flame you.
Well, I should flame Yone. The only thing Yone ever loses is the players.
Yone is the sin of League of Legends.
He's not Sin.
He's the sin of League of
He's
Legends.
not Sin.
Yes, he is. He's the sin of League of Legends.
He's
You
not
can't
Sin.
even-
That is.
Yes, he
That
is.
is a made-up take.
Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm gonna eat all this salt to go to go with my dinner later.
He's Yone character. Oh man, looks like we get Johnny Slayer.
Johnny Slayer. Wait, is this? Did this happen earlier?
Yeah, I think it's a rematch, right?
Yeah. This is a rematch.
Volta on the. Well, Volta was on the winner's side. Is it? When
what
did
matches
this
we have
matchup
left?
happen? No, it didn't.
Did it not?
No, I swear
silly.
Volta told me there was a rematch as well. Maybe Volta just meant I'm gonna get back to Grands. I'm getting like confused here. How hard
No,
did
you're-
Ram
you're
get
right.
shot? Theoretically, she did get shot pretty hard actually, but Ram was like top 3, so like she'll be like low high tier at worst, probably. She'll be okay. Ram's always been okay. They'll never let her be bad. Besides,
No,
it's also why they won't let Johnny be bad. Both of those characters have a character trait called being strong, so they have to be good.
Japanese.
Yeah, I mean
Wait,
that
Johnny's
is
not Japanese.
like literally one of Ram's thing. She even says it as a win quote. She just says, "I didn't win. I'm just strong." She's so humble.
Yes,
We love her.
This wasn't a rematch. I was just capping.
Yeah,
I was misremembering. I could have sworn I saw the Slayer Johnny matchup, but I guess I was wrong.
I wish I liked modern Ram. I was really enjoying learning her. I hate this rework.
Duel 1.
Oh well, at least I don't have to deal with that right now. We got a Johnny Slayer on screen.
How does this matchup go? It seems very
you were fighting
volatile.
a different Johnny. We need to run into champion.
Wait, I swear there's a lot of like Johnnies in intermediate in general. Not necessarily this week, but just in general there are. It's just like Celestial.
Or maybe bro was like playing tower or something. No. When Dan was playing.
This is okay. This is like get in punch, get in slice, get in cards drop. Like it's just a big back and forth of I do bigger damage, I do the thing, hit block block this mix, or lack thereof. To be fair, oh that knockup, how big of a wall carry is that going to be? Not very. But backdash into Mappa is gonna get them in, but the corner seal is real. This might be it. There's a low meter. This is it.
Yeah, I think that can kill.
That can kill. Slayer, not as tanky as pre-season 4.
No, because he didn't benefit from the health changes. He was technically the only character that lost health. He lost 1 HP, mind you. He didn't really lose, but he didn't gain. Though low-key, his HP is kind of getting buffed, you could say, this patch. The patch that's coming up that reduces damage, that benefits Slayer.
Technically, everyone's health is getting buffed.
I didn't say they would. It would. Yeah, I just phrased it in a crafty way.
It's like it's like the people that like phrase like data in a way that makes it sound like to prove their point.
Volta, is it time as per? It's time.
It's time.
Go forth, Gideon. Sir Gideon the Great. The all-mashing.
I'm never not gonna find people calling you Marissa funny. It's just because I know you as Craig.
Yeah, there's one place I have to tell people not to. It's offline, actually. There's someone who keeps doing that offline. I need to remind them. I'm like, don't. It's weird offline.
One day offline, I want you to wear a Marissa hat.
Yeah, that'd be cool actually.
I would love that. That'd be so good.
I don't own one, but maybe I could get one.
Up your game.
Ooh, the grab.
Grab.
And it's now Johnny's turn. No meter though. But the 50 burst.
And admittedly, if it's Johnny's turn, unless Slayer wants to try something with Hand of Goon, he kind of has to hold this. Throwing auras.
Hand of Goon?
Yeah, you either got a YRC, block, mash, or Hand of Goon.
Well, there's still 50 meter for the Slayer. There's the bite that secures it. Unfortunately, lost the burst from the deflect shield.
Hand of Goon, not even.
Wall break.
Was that double dash like low-key a frame kill?
The overhead is now is now ready.
Map! He's got a hit as you said, map. He's got map!
Map. Map. How much damage does this do? 100 meter.
No,
Not
not,
used.
100 meter wouldn't have killed. As much as I'd love to be like, Slayer's broken, that wouldn't have killed.
Yeah, but for the fans. For the people. Burst spent. Wants to win it right here, right now.
Whoa!
But then he comes up on top.
I do love that JS animation though. Fucking skippity ass man. Yeah, just. What is bro doing?
The day you start seeing Skippy will never not be the darkest day of the year.
Skippity button.
Don't stop.
It is when you think about it, it is kind of a skippity button.
Stop.
No.
Please. My sanity.
Get sorted. Oh,
2H.
Force that.
Immediately
Got
burst.
to update the score. My bad, homie. I am having a very bungly day. I'm bunged up and I'm bungling.
Nice. 0-2, right?
I think that's 2-0 indeed.
Yes. Hey, I'm not the one in charge of updating the score. It's this guy.
Nah, it's Jacob's fault.
Oi.
He could be sorting out the score, but he chooses not to.
Whose channel is this? Who's the one streaming? Who's the one with the OBS? No, you don't have
You
OBS.
could have like pulled up to my room and done the scores for me.
I am not traveling to Oxford.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, exactly. This attitude is saying I'm not getting
You're gonna have to visit one day. One day.
Ah,
Maybe not on a
humbug.
bracket day. It's always
Tis the
me
season.
visiting London.
Yeah, because everyone's here.
True. But every now and then I like to invite people over. I had Mike over. It was fun.
Get a job in London and move in with Luke.
No, I don't want to live in London. It would be easier for locals, but I don't want
believe
to
it.
live there. I don't want to live in that part of the country. I like my life.
Can't believe you hate Luke. Can't believe you hate Luke.
I love Luke. Also, I'm not paying that rent. I literally don't even have that rent in my bank account right now. I am... Oh, you're an Oxford resident too? Hey, Oxford bros. I don't live in the city itself, without doxing myself, but I do live in Oxfordshire, the county. Yes. And not many of my friends come to visit me because they all live in fucking London. And that's also where the
Yes.
local is.
Uh-huh.
You should still come hang out sometime. This is a formal invite. 35 people are aware of this. If you decline, you're evil.
Oh, you know, I am on my evil arc. That's how it is.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, a good backdash to dodge the Master's Hammer. Pick up. Super. Hard knockdown. Volta does have the burst.
Oh, you got a brug. Oh, nice.
Hard knockdown ready. Well, the burst is already with 50 meter. There you go.
If you're UK, I'm gonna shill our local. You should come down to. It is in London, sadly. It's not Oxford. But you should come down to Meltdown on January 18th.
This is where I met this guy.
Yeah,
I met
we
this
did
guy
do that.
over a year ago, and we've been friends since.
Yeah, God, that has been a whole year and plus, hasn't it?
I will say our local is the most stacked in all of. Is one of the most stacked locals I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I don't think I'm realistically ever going 2-2 again. Everyone's so fucking
It could
good.
definitely happen, but yeah, sometimes you're just minding your own business, then you get a top player round one, and you're like, right, yeah, so true. Also, what's the score? I have been yapping over it. It's 1-2, Volta.
Yes, it's 1-2 to Volta. But if you want to meet up with a lot of people that play Guilty Gear, there's a monthly local in London.
If you want me to at least help you get to the local, you could always DM me and we could go on the train together from Oxford, because I usually get the Oxford train. But it would have to be a meet up there, because it takes me about an hour and a half to get to Oxford itself, even though I live in Oxfordshire. It takes me 3 to 4 hours to get to my local, so-called local that it is. But it is worth it every time, because get to see cool people. And my friends who are also cool people.
I can't believe you call your friends not cool.
What?
I like to get to meet cool people. And my friends.
Damn. You even ignored the part where I said who are also
Exactly.
cool.
Well, I'm quoting you without the last part.
This reminds me of something hilarious Eve said once in a call. She said, "I love everyone here. And Izzy, I like you." That was the funniest shit to me. You just say you love a bunch of people and then just say you like the other person. Oh, you're traveling.
I'm cancelling. Oh, good
Oh my
spacing.
Lord.
Good spacing on that 2H. The meter.
Oh shit!
and-
Wait, that's like a game, isn't it?
And that's that.
Oh.
That was insane spacing. Well played. Like Volt is a very good player. That was a very close set. GG's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could always message you in February then, because we don't know when every local is, but we get it like between a month or a couple weeks in advance. So we don't know when the February one is yet. It's usually early in the month.
Wait, was this? Wait, this is losers finals. Damn.
Yeah, we're gonna be into grands now, so I'm gonna quickly
Yeah,
run the ad break so we don't get interrupted.
You get in the finals. Okay, yeah, run the ad break before they start playing. Don't. Ah, okay. Here you go, on it. Off the podium. Waiting. Volta, you'll get there. You will get there. You're a good player. You'll get there eventually.
Volta is very close.
There are so many players in this bracket that we can just realistically take it. It's like, it's so insane how good everyone is. And then there's me, getting two-shot. Sing the vibes, sure. I feel like Blaze is a lot more instrumental based, like it's just like something you put in the background. Blaze is more. I feel like Blaze is more like video essay music than Guilty Gear music. Also, yeah, BlazBlue has that naming convention. It's like, yeah, here's Rebellion 1 and Rebellion 2.
Yeah.
Here's the Queen of Rose and Queen of Rose 2. Here's Magenta Flower. Magenta, like, wait, Magenta, was it Magenta? It was Magenta Purple. And here's Magenta Purple too.
Yo, welcome to the chat, TBC. First time chat. I swear I've seen you in chat before. I am surprised it says first time. Damn.
I've seen them around.
Oh,
the
then
chats.
again, most of the times Tibisu's probably been in my chat. It's when I've been hosting Wild Tide. Come to think of it. And so it would have been on Olaf's channel, not mine. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I have a lot of the BlazBlue music in the playlist. This is just good music.
I feel like this is gonna be a good finals.
Yeah.
Both players have been playing out of their minds today. So, what do you think is Johnny's like win con for here, other than just kill Gold Lawrence?
Johnny's
Like,
win
how
con
is-
against Gold Lewis, killing him.
I literally just said other than that.
Oh,
Like what
killing him
specifically
with
is-
style.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, it's like usual RPS stuff, right? Try to establish
Like-
something in neutral. Gold Lewis has counters to this, but you kind of have the favor somewhat. And then once you've got things started, Gold Lewis kind of gonna, in theory, have to hold some of that shit.
Hold the
But he's
shit.
also
Like
pretty
who's
tanky.
the who's the aggressor? Who's the aggressor in this matchup? Like who's the one trying to get in? Would it be Gold Lewis?
Yeah,
I
it's
like
more
Gold
so
Lewis,
Gold
right?
Lewis because he has options to counter what Johnny wants to do, but Johnny always has initiative. Gold Lewis does have bar. even if we meme on him and say, aha, Gold Lewis resources, brr, but like he does have resources. Johnny can also take the liberty every now and then to just like set up cards due to the spacing. And it would be on Gold Lewis to call that.
Fair. Okay, how does Misfinder interact with Drone? I'm actually curious about that one.
Well, drone interactions kind of depend on whether you hit Gold Lewis or not, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you outspace him and he's running up and he doesn't block, yeah, you could stop the drone by whacking him. That is an option.
So I feel like with the range of Misfinder, I feel like Gold Lewis might not get as much out of drone as in other matchups, and not being able to run like directly behind it. When it comes down, then Gold Lewis can. I guess that the is still RPS within the drone, right?
Yeah.
Like Gold Lewis just jumps, and then Misfinder comes out, and the drone just keeps going through. Bang. Drone hits. Hard knockdown. You're in the churner. You're being churned. Your BTs are coming out.
Yeah. And I'll be right back as this one starts.
Can't believe it. My co-commentator is not going to be here for the start of the grand finals.
Society. Duel 1.
Let's see the round starts here. Way back that. Oh, okay. Well, immediate burst coming out from Sylvie. But I'm guessing that Johnny is going to have to use that speed, like make the most of that dashing speed. Yeah, okay, I can see it. Johnny pressure right there. Like, Gold Lewis has a good backdash, but probably not good enough to deal with the cards. Unfortunate tap dust there. It looked like it was meant to be a throw. To be fair, Johnny was out of range for that, but definitely like a very unfortunate misinput there. In the corner already. Yes, this looks tough. This looks tough for Gold Lewis right now. If Johnny gets in, Gold Lewis is going to have a hard time getting out. I guess it's all about finding the space to White Wild Assault, having that 50 meter to then churn, find. But unfortunately for Sylvie, Diego finds the kill, and that's the first game already. Let's see how Sylvie manages, how Sylvie finds, whether Sylvie can find a way to adapt to the fast pace that Diego's doing.
I just got back. Did I just miss a whole match?
Yes, you did. Diego won the first game.
All right.
Diego's playing very aggressively, constantly got Sylvie into the corner, and just found the kills.
I think that's the way to do it.
It is the way to do it.
Also, yeah, in terms of who would win this, I believe neither of these two players have won before. I know Sylvie definitely has. Diego, I think, has gotten close, but has never won one. So we get a new winner tonight, guaranteed. No return ease.
I feel like this matchup seems very volatile. Whoever can get the opponent into the corner is probably like heavily in the driver's seat.
Yeah, nobody wants to be on defense here, ideally.
I do think that Johnny probably has a better time getting out of Gold Lewis pressure than Gold Lewis has getting out of Johnny pressure. But it is all down to how well can the Gold Lewis Wild Assaults be placed.
Gold Lewis does also have a kill you factor,
found.
which goes against the concept of Ikiru.
Sure, but some stubby punch normals, them stubby hits, the stubby fast attacks, not ideal when dealing with Johnny corner pressure.
Confucius say the best defense is to not be in defense in the first place.
Confucius says, I must simply churn.
Let Johnny just be having up your game.
Well, found the BT hard knockdown, but the second throw. Johnny back on the offense, drops the combo, but the yellow wild assault spent to make a little bit of space. However, the cross slash catches Gold Lewis and is back to square one. Mita takes the round. Takes the round, takes the game.
Now, Sylvie does at least have the luxury of being on winner's side, so a little bit more time to adapt than someone in loser's side would have.
And I will say, like, if when you have all that time, adaptations are going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And
Well, what if you just didn't feel like adapting? Sometimes I don't.
then you lose.
Yeah.
Or you hope your opponent starts adapting to you not adapting, thinking that you're going to adapt.
I was going to say, like, no,
'Cause you didn't
sometimes
adapt
I'm
to
the
them
adapter.
adapting.
Sometimes I just forget to use 2S for an entire set and then go, yeah, am I okay? Why did I do that? 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards. That's my motto.
Oh, looking. I think Sylvie probably needs to look out for the Johnny grabs. That's exactly what's been causing Sylvie to lose the aggression. Being thrown out of pressure. Opting
There is
for
a
the
chance
constant
that
meteor
those
instead.
dashes are misinputs on Cara Behemoth. As we know, that's kind of difficult. It's a little bit difficult.
I found that Cara Behemoths were like one of the easier Karas for me personally to figure out. Oh, inside the BT dead zone, takes no damage from the BT.
Speaking of damage, not enough to kill Silver Lewis.
That was enough to kill.
That will be.
This is reset point. Simply shoot the gun. A lot of wall carry. Into the corner. Not enough time to set card. There out comes the burst.
Alright, I didn't think it was going to work that way. I was literally getting ready to commentate that. And then Gold Lewis just literally went, oh! And
Today,
okay.
I have security. Sticky situation. And that's the reset.
I might have to clip that and send that to Luke. That is the reset. Both players are now in losers. Technically.
Both players on one
But they're
life
not
left.
losers. But hey.
The last reset to take it all.
Oh boy.
Well, think of it like this though, like Sylvie no longer has to win 3 games in a row. Sylvie now has the luxury of losing an extra one now to take the win. So a couple more risks can be taken when trying to figure out how to adapt to the aggression that is Diego's Johnny.
Digger's kind of on it today. It's going to be a tall
Absolutely on it.
order.
A lot of gaps have been thrown. A lot of pressure has been thwarted currently.
A lot of gaps have been gapped. Mind the gap.
And here we are. I think I've seen this one before. A little bit of a deja vu.
Bloody hell, and Senga hits like a truck.
No way, he's
Dead
losing
zone
some
gaming.
damage. Oh, the burst, the Wild Sword drops.
And these are really the right options, because Sylvie does like to use this sort of almost like zoning behemoths to catch you pressing something. But Diego's just sliding on in there. Getting around.
I mean, you slide in, you enter the BT like dead zone. Well, what are you gonna do? You have to. Well, there you go. There it is. So I'm saying the mark of a good Golden Lewis play is knowing when to use that BT, trying to read where they're gonna be. They're gonna shimmy or gonna BT. Are you not gonna shimmy? Well, here's my 5P.
Oh, no. And yeah, close slash seals the deal.
Diego getting away with some very heavy buttons for counter hits.
Let's get one thing straight.
And that is actually a little bit of a luxury Johnny does have. He's got a little bit more close range activation. His close slash hits incredibly high.
See, if it was me in the situation right now, I would stop. You have the time. I would stop, take a deep breath, grab some water, and just think, I have the time to do. I have the time to kill. I can reset the pace. God, I just had a look at their levels. That's a lot of levels.
What levels are they? Like 1,000 something?
Johnny's 1.2k. I think it really is going to come down to that white wild assault, honestly. opting to use that RC offensively. No security gauge left, and now nothing in the barrel to try and get out of the corner.
And this is another
There's
place
burst now,
that Sylvie is getting caught. Going for those JD like resets. Sequence ends, opts for the forwards JD, and like I think about 3 times now. Diego's been able to get the anti-air close slash, which is a huge starter. Oh,
Once again.
Deja fucking vu over it. Bloody hell. That's so funny that it doesn't work in Johnny's favour. It's next to the wall.
I'm so used to that card beating literally everything.
Gold those sets goes, ah! And then just kind of shrugs it off. Finds the miss.
There you go, hard knockdown, positive bonus. No burst for Sylvie.
The ultimate reverse sweep. We do see a few of those in intermediates.
Calls out the backdash with the far slash. Not dead yet, got Lewis, tanky boy. 50
Dare I
meter.
say, that is
Use to stay safe.
that is often kind of a thing in intermediates. Which is kind of like a carryover from beginners, where players will be mad goated at a lot of things, but you can get like that one matchup, or not even the characters, you can get like one player matchup, and something just doesn't quite click. Or it does click for the player who's doing the winning.
Johnny definitely is fast. Definitely is finding his way in.
And I think the way Diego's playing here into the way that Sylvia's playing is working out great for them. I mean, the results show that. I didn't even need to tell you that. It's like 5-0 right now.
Diego's carrying the momentum from the previous game into this game.
Sylvie has some new ideas to represent, a plan. Now is the time that's got to be implemented. There's like almost no second chances left.
Got to find the way of the very the overextension of the very, very heavy buttons being used to counter hit.
Duel 1. Let's ride.
Often you don't really see reverse sweeps purely because momentum is such a big thing in Guilty Gear. I mean, fighting games in general. The ability, like being games up, means that you have the ability to try out more risky things with bigger punishes. But as I say that, Subi just takes the first game, takes the first round.
So he's able to get that momentum.
Immediately
started.
answered.
There won't be any burst for a little bit though. That burst is low right now. Sylvia's in the corner. Risk getting pranked.
The 50 meter always opens up that Johnny overhead. That's something I'm always failing to notice. Oh no, the gun's not fast enough. Counter it into the wall. Hard knockdown and positive bonus. This isn't a safe jump. The churn could come out. But the grab into the corner pressure. Oh, back to neutral. Maybe they should have looked for the reset, but decides to spend the burst on the white wild assault. Comes the laser into the card, and that's the round.
The cringe laser not able to spot what it needs. Called out appropriately.
White wild assault, hard knockdown, and enter the BT blender. Oh, trying to call out the fast slash with the 6P. Didn't quite work out. BT dashed in. There's the grab, and now you're in the corner.
This is
Johnny with the card.
point, by the way.
This is tournament point, yes. Has the meter to potentially reversal super.
Not hard knockdown, 50 and 50.
Oh,
It's
nice
shimmy, though.
try. Bet the guts shimmy. And that is it. That's the tournament. A reverse sweep from Diego.
Truly, as Katie not Perry says in chat, the ultimate reverse sweep.
I didn't beat you.
An example of like riding the momentum. Don't give your opponent a chance to breathe, otherwise you will regret it. And congrats. This is their first win, right?
That is indeed. Diego Pro's first win.
Congratulations.
Unless
Well
I am
played,
captain.
well played.
Unless I'm captain. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, it's been a good tournament, been a good bracket. Everyone's playing so incredibly well.
We could have a lot of good games to watch today. Good job on Sylvie on that run improvement though. Like I remember
100%, yeah.
Sylvie's first run, and then this run is only like a couple weeks or so after that. You're like in grands. That's crazy.
In Grand, dominating the winner's side. There's nothing to scoff at. Some very good players in this bracket.
You missed it. Oh no, Loaf. You
No,
missed it.
oh no.
Oh.
Is CEO Taku on yet?
Good question. Because I could send us over there if it is. Oh yeah, CEO Gaming. I think we want to go over there. Or would we rather raid a fellow EMEA streamer? Which would we rather? Because normally I will always prioritize an EMEA folk.
I just saw a stream entitled "Maple Story did not give me the upgrades I wanted, so I'm taking out stress."
God damn. It sounds like
that.
something you would put as your stream title.
It is. It is
Yeah.
100% something I do because it's something that's happened.
What are we saying, chat? Because normally we raid EMEA. An EMEA streamer, not EMEA GGST specifically. They operate on a different day. But it is CEO Taku, which is a major. And I think the last major there, I think we should go over there. Unless anyone has objections.
I mean, I see Horizon.
There's Horizon. Could raid Horizon.
The Orochi.
You know what?
Orochi is
I
doing
will raid Horizon and I will link you all to CEO. We've raided Orochi quite a lot, actually. Let's give Horizon the views so y'all can give her a follow. Because she competes in this bracket. Y'all give her a follow and then I will personally just find CEO and link you CEO. And we'll go over them manually, right? We can do both.
We can do both. Well, congratulations to all the well played to all the players. Congratulations to our winner.
And anything you want to shout out while you're here, Mr. Cube?
Follow me on Twitch/JCube. I yap
You do.
and then get bodied.
You should have said I yap and then I gap.
No, I don't gap. I get
Shoutouts
gap.
to the Viking Cube, true. Alright,
Shoutouts to the Viking Cube.
that'll be it from us now. I might try play on patch day if I'm feeling well. I would like to stream the game again. My motivation's just been bad for it, and my motivation was good this week, but then I got ill. I didn't feel like streaming, so whatever. We'll try stream a bit more. Our tournament will be running on Friday as well, in case anyone was wondering. On the 27th, I think that is. Yeah, we'll still run it. I don't have anything going on that day. I'm technically at work, but it's earlier in the day. Alright, peace, peace, peace anyway. Let's go say hello
Bye-bye.
to Horizon.